Can I time out Starry?
For what? What happened? Yo, what's up, peeps? Is that what sound? What's that sound coming from?
Hey guys, welcome to the Mr. Gaming channel. Hope you guys are doing awesome and having a fantastic night.
This show stinks. Oh, that's mean, Starry. Why does it stink?
I mean, that seems kind of mean.
Hold up.
Not gonna lie, but that's okay.
All right, wait, hold up. Pressing
Yo,
the button.
Cutmaniac, thank you so much for being a member. We really appreciate that.
Hey, what's up, Cutmaniac?
Everyone
How you
do
doing?
hashtag Cutmaniac in the chat. Hope you're doing awesome and having a fantastic night.
What happened? What happened?
Don't can you?
What happened?
Oh my gosh.
What we doing? Jungle Book?
Hey, Cutmaniac, welcome to the stream. Brandon, welcome to the stream. Sonic Master, welcome to the stream. Switchlight, welcome to the stream. Starry, welcome to the stream. It was a black screen for 5 minutes, yes, because something actually happened IRL and we had to look for something, and it's still missing, but that's okay. Sometimes things happen, but that's all right. Hey, Rufus, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing awesome. Jonathan, welcome to the stream. Nita, welcome to the stream. Chris Gamer, welcome to the stream, bestie. Hope you're doing awesome. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
What's up, peeps? How you
Today
doing?
we are going to be playing the Jungle Book. And for some reason, I can't find a bag of groceries. But you know what? We're going to leave that.
Oh, it's black.
I've been waiting 1 year. Anna and Kevin, aw.
Oh, boy. Well, we're going to give you some pro-quality gameplay now.
Did you lose the camera charger again? No, we had the camera charger. We're not going to do camera this time.
I don't have the camera right now.
Hey, Lee. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome.
What up, what up, what up? I didn't actually charge it. I mean, I think it should be charged, but I got to connect it and stuff. But it's a whole process.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
I didn't have time for
Nita,
it to
let
do
me
it today.
know what stream flavor you would like for today. Thank you so much for sponsoring.
So we're going to be playing some Tarzan today, my dudes.
I got this on the Sega Genesis. Nice. How do you lose groceries? Jonathan, I don't know. I legitimately don't know. There is a bag that is missing. And the thing is that when I don't know where things are, it starts to bother me a bit. So I don't know what happened to it.
Yo.
It's a super small area. Yo, Chris, thank you so much.
Gamers donated $1. GG's to Bestie Brandon and Sonic Master for the Fortnite games. It was fun, heart.
Yo, Chris, thank you so much for the $1. We really appreciate that. You were freaking awesome, and that makes you the top stream donator.
Was there audio for that? I'm not sure.
Hopefully.
Did you see this move?
Yes.
Oh, then there was audio. Okay, good.
Yes.
Is there audio for you guys now? From the game?
So much. Thank you so much, Chris, for the $1. We really appreciate that. GG's to Bestie, Brandon, Sonic Master for the Fortnite games. It was fun. Glad you had fun. Thank you so much for playing with us. I had a lot of fun.
Hey, yo, GG.
I like Fortnite.
Did you guys get up levels?
A little bit.
The Bagheera knew it took the man cub to a den of wolves.
Yeah, we hear the game. Okay, cool. Awesome,
okay,
awesome.
Cool. Do we need to know the story of this dude?
Hopefully you didn't leave a bag behind. We did it because we were walking, and I carried that bag, and I left it in the house.
It'll show up somewhere. It's fine. Chapter 1, Jungle by Day.
I just don't know where it is. That's all. It's all good, though.
Wait. I'm going to just press
Yes,
start.
there was audio. Okay, cool. I got killed by a damn bottom Fortnite. It happens, Maniac. It happens.
Oh, it's got the Bare Necessities song. Do I have unlimited whatever this is?
Kevin, this is Tarzan. Everyone knows it's George of the Jungle.
Yeah, this is Tarzan,
which
Mowgli.
Is also George of the Jungle. Oh my god.
Is it not the same thing?
No, it's not. It's really not.
Why not? It's just literally the same thing.
As long as it's not frozen or milk, it will be fine. It's not. It's a bag of grapes. Pack of batteries.
Bag of grapes?
Yeah, one of the bags of grapes that we got was in that bag. It was a bag of grapes, bag of strawberries, pack of batteries.
The grapes were in the backpack.
No, one of them was in there though.
Oh.
One of them, but it's not frozen.
They probably
put it
away,
gosh,
though.
and the milk.
The milk?
Oh my gosh, the milk was there.
Is the milk in the fridge?
No, it's not. It's fine. It's whatever. It's fine.
Are you sure it's not in the fridge? Did you check if there's milk in the fridge?
Wait, let me just go check it real fast.
It's like... Oh my god. Check. If there's milk in the fridge, then my parents already, they picked it up. The milk is not in... Damn it. You want to just look for it? Just look for it. Look for it. Turn on the lights. Look for it. I'll take care of the chat. Oh my god. Anna's gonna go look for it. It's probably somewhere really obvious. Where did you put it when you came in through the room? Where? Right here. So then somebody picked it up. And it's not in the fridge? But you didn't leave it outside the door then. You left it inside then. So then, where the fudge is the milk? Was it a little bit or a lot of milk? We got a gallon. How the fuck? Did you leave it? Are you sure you brought it here? We didn't leave it in the pharmacy, right? Did we leave the milk in the pharmacy? Did you pick up? Did you come in carrying? Did you leave it in the pharmacy?
No.
I think you left it in the pharmacy.
No.
Who carried the bag with all the medicine?
I did.
Did you remember carrying anything else? Because you left it on the chair. I think you left it in the pharmacy.
Oh no.
You want to go back? Oh.
The pharmacy's closed.
Shoot, man. All right. Well.
Oh no. Wait. No. Really?
Yes. I think you left it in the pharmacy, man. It's okay though. It's fine. It was what? Milk, batteries. Those batteries are mad expensive though. It's okay. It happens. I think you left. I don't think you brought it in then. That's why my parents were asking, you guys brought milk? I said, yeah. And then they're like, oh yeah, milk.
Oh my gosh.
And then my dad was like, oh, you guys got milk, so we don't have to go get milk? I'm like, no, don't worry about it. We got milk. But no, we have to worry about it because we left the milk. He said, all right, did you get stuff like for dinner? And I said, yeah, I got all the groceries. Don't worry about it. And then I unpacked the backpack with all the groceries. And I'm like, see, look, I got everything. You don't gotta worry about it. Just, it's all good.
No.
But nope.
No.
I think my dad was confused.
What time do they close? What time do they close?
What time? It's already 8 o'clock. That's when the stream starts, bro.
No, I know, but what time do they close?
What time do they close?
Yeah. They close before we start the stream. They close at what, like 6:30?
Yeah.
They close at like 6:30.
They close like 5 or 6.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
you know what? I need to pay attention to chat. Hey, Uni, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today?
Hey, what's up, Uni? How you doing?
Nightshade, welcome to the stream. Edward Bishop, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Edward, what's up, Nightshade? How you doing?
Hope you're doing awesome, having a fantastic night. Should be okay as long as you have the receipts. No milk, no cereal for anyone. Oh my gosh!
We left
hey,
milk,
Shadow King, welcome
strawberries,
to the stream. How are you doing today?
Grapes and batteries.
Are you getting Sonic Origins when it comes out? Yes. We can go there tomorrow, but that milk is definitely gonna be bad.
They're already eating that ish, bro.
They're not gonna eat random groceries.
Nobody's gonna throw it away because that's like good groceries. And it has batteries. And those batteries are expensive though.
Dang, they're gonna take my powdered peanut butter too.
Oh, How much did we spend on that, bro?
Oof.
Oh my god. Whatever, man.
Strawberries and grapes. Yeah, I guess no milkshake. Hey, Nita, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing awesome. No, really?
I think you left
That can't be
right.
No. It's fine. It's okay. It's been bothering me for like.
Why do you remember it now?
Because I don't know.
It's like the minute we're gonna start the stream, you're like, where are the groceries, by the way? I don't know. I figured you got it because I unloaded the backpack and stuff. I was editing and stuff.
Oh no! Hey Lainey, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome and having a fantastic night.
How you doing?
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. I'm sorry if I missed some comments, guys.
Oof. Well,
Jonathan said as long as it's not frozen or milk, it'll be fine. Then I'm like, wait a second, that's where the milk was.
Jonathan was like, as long as it's not milk. Yeah, it's not milk. Wait. It's literally milk.
It's literally milk.
It's literally the milk that we needed.
Milk. R.I.P. milk. Yes. Oh no, first coffee, now milk. Yeah. Wow, just wow. Hey Edward, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing awesome.
How you doing?
We need to send the missing items. And no, you don't have to send any missing items, Switch Light. It's okay.
No,
it's all right.
It's fine.
Remind me of those Dad went to get milk and never came back memes. The milk is just gone.
Milk is gone.
What happened? I missed most of it, Lainey. You won't believe what happened.
And I left behind a grocery bag and just realized it now.
I think I left the grocery bag in the pharmacy.
5 minutes before the stream, bro.
We went around and we got some like groceries and stuff real fast. And then I think I left one of the bag of groceries in the pharmacy.
Sucking.
In the pharmacy. So now the pharmacy is closed and they have our milk.
They have our milk, guys.
Actually, the batteries were more expensive there. Whatever.
Batteries were like, it just so happens that grocery one, I was like, you know what? I need to get batteries for my mouse, because imagine if I run out of battery for my mouse and then I have nothing to edit with, or use.
You lost a lot of stuff. Oh no, it's fine, Laney. It's fine. It's whatever.
All good.
It's
whatever.
fine. But we should still go to that pharmacy tomorrow, just in case.
I mean, maybe they have a fridge in that pharmacy.
I mean, I'm saying if the milk goes bad, the milk goes bad. But like, at least maybe we can recover the other things, like the peanut butter powder
And the batteries.
and the batteries. They're like specific items.
They're specific items that everybody.
But they also know us.
They do
like
know
by
us.
name.
Yeah.
They know us by name. They greet me by name every time I go in there. They probably just think I'm a dumbass. They're not still there. They closed. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This song fits perfectly with the situation.
Oh my
it feels
God.
like a comedy skit.
The bare necessities. We lost all the bare necessities.
We lost the bare necessities.
We lost the bare necessities.
We lost the bare necessities. I can't believe it.
Batteries were necessary.
Yeah, also Kevin bought 100 plus. I didn't buy levels. Kevin bought 50 levels.
I bought my way through Fortnite.
Damn, Kev, WTF says Laney.
Today's not a good day, guys. Not a good day.
Is this sort of Kevin's fault for not making sure? No, that was on me. I was probably distracted. I probably should have been
Can't be making sure of everything.
Here's the thing. I was checking like the things that we were getting at the pharmacy, and then I guess I just swapped it in my hand because I was checking all the papers and everything to make sure we got everything from the pharmacy. Because last time we went to the pharmacy, they said that they handed us something and they never handed it to us. Shame on you, Munchkin. For shame, Laney. For shame. Oh my gosh.
What did I do? I did nothing.
Do the people in the pharmacy call Kevin Munchkin too? No, they just call him Kevin.
They call me Kevin.
I think they know my name more than his name, actually.
Yeah.
It's the bare necessities. Milk and eggs and groceries. Don't worry when your trouble in your house is cut, maniac. Have you tried the Mario Magic Ball? Damn, Anna had Fortnite on her mind. I did.
She did.
And
She
also,
did.
I was
Not gonna
checking
lie. She
like
did.
medicine and stuff. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. But
This
I have
is
to
fine.
Go.
This is fine.
I did that. Add everyone for the Discord on you for everyone on the Discord for you, bestie. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that.
Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Homie. Hey.
I can't
wake
believe
up.
I've never lost a gallon of milk in my life.
One time I lost like $300. So I
that's
guess,
different. You lost your
it's all
wallet.
good. Yeah.
I contributed to that. You're fine, lady. You're good.
It's all good.
Oh my gosh.
Happens.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. What
do you-
flavors today? Nita, it can't be milk. Today's flavor can't be milk.
It's milk.
We're not going to be like, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Today's flavor is milk. Don't forget it like we left our milk at the pharmacy.
Don't forget your milk, guys, at the pharmacy. Burp, burp.
It can be like very specific.
At least we brought medicine and stuff, vitamins or whatever.
Wait, Kev, you list 300. Wow, says Edward.
Hmm?
Yeah, he lost his wallet one time. But
Yeah,
he
I
lost
lost
his
300
wallet when we
one
were
time.
on the way to go pay.
It's the only time in my life
When
I've
we
ever
were
lost
gonna
my
go-
wallet. Because like I lose my wallet on my way like at home. Because like everybody loses their wallet at home though, right?
Yes, Nita. Yes, Lainey. Today is a sponsored stream.
Yes, by my girl Nita. Shout out to Nita for sponsoring today's stream and for helping us helping us swallow up the cost of losing, what was it? The milk?
Sponsored. It's a gifted stream to Nita. So shout out to you guys. Where's the cam? We're not having face cam today, Edward.
No, not face cam today.
We had to sell it for the milk.
Oh,
I'm
milk
kidding, I'm
is
kidding.
the milk. Oh, milk.
How about grapes and strawberries and powdered peanut butter then? See, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that maybe we can go to the pharmacy tomorrow and still get back the other things.
I mean, they might have saw it and be like, oh, look, somebody left it. I don't know if they think they know it's us, but maybe they'll try to salvage most of the stuff they can't salvage though, because it's fruits.
The fruits are fine. The fruits, they're not going to go bad in one day.
I guess.
The fruits aren't going to go bad in one day. The only thing that's going to go bad is the milk.
Find Bagheera? Who's Bagheera?
And I meant that as a straw. We're not going to have that as a stream flavor. That's too long, Jonathan. I didn't know there was powdered peanut butter. How is that? It's pretty good. It has less fat in it or whatever.
Yeah, it's
good.
basically peanut butter just without.
I like mixing
it's
it
just
with
powder.
yogurt. And I noticed it just now because I was going to go make yogurt.
Dumb
and I
way
lost-
for me to describe it, but yeah.
I'm like mixing it with yogurt, and I went to go
did it.
look for it just now because we bought it today, and that's when I realized we didn't have that bag. And then I realized all the other things that were in that bag is also missing.
Bruh. So
Oof. I'm pretty sure we left that at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
we left
move
it in
on.
the pharmacy. Yep.
Well,
Because you said I came in and I left it on the door.
I did.
Did I leave it outside
my
the door?
head.
I'm like, I don't think you left it outside the door.
Oh
No,
my
I left it
gosh.
outside the
The bag
door.
that I probably put there was the bag that had the stuff from the pharmacy. That's probably what it was. That's what I'm remembering.
Bro, you didn't put that on the floor. It's a small paper bag.
Yeah.
So there's no way you put that on the floor.
I put a lot of things on the floor.
Anyways. Bare necessities.
Call them out. I'm not calling anyone out,
Lots of
lady.
bare necessities.
It's sad that Disney mistreated Johnny Depp because Pirates of the Caribbean wouldn't be the same without him, Cicely.
Yeah. I mean, but hey, listen, man. I mean, I haven't seen all his movies, but you know, he played his role. Now he wants to move on from it. He doesn't want to go back to that.
Nina says, actually, this one was gifted to me. Yes, it was. So
Oh,
shout
it was?
outs.
Okay.
Shout outs to you. You know who you are.
Shout outs.
You're awesome.
Shout outs. Thank you, Nita. I mean, thank you, everybody, because it's not. Thank you, Nita, for picking the game.
Reverse the effects to yogurt, and you have milk. Oh my gosh.
Keeping on the Disney hype up in this ish, playing Tarzan, man. Isn't that freaking dope? Tarzan.
You need milk for yogurt?
What is
Yeah,
it?
if you're making it. We already have yogurt bought. I can't believe it. You know what? I kind of miss the powdered peanut butter, but you know what? It's fine. We're just leaving it. It's
I
fine.
want my batteries, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I want my batteries, man.
What? We're gonna have to just go to the pharmacy tomorrow.
$10 worth of Duracell batteries. It's mad expensive for no reason.
This is funny for me. I'm
Actually,
glad you find it funny, Lainey.
There is a reason
My
for batteries
gosh.
to be expensive because
I got
you
the
know,
proper synthesis for you guys. Thank you, Cut Maniac. Synthesis for what? For reversing the effects on yogurt?
There's less and less things that use like AA batteries.
Nita says, thank you to the homie who gave me the stream. Shout outs to the homie. You were awesome. Hey, Rufus. Rufus says he's
out.
lost.
Hey, Rufus, you lost?
Are
Come
you at
right
the
here,
pharmacy?
bro. Did we leave Rufus at the pharmacy too?
We
Oh
left Rufus at the
man.
pharmacy. Go to Walmart and get some Energizer. It's better than Duracell.
Is Energizer better than Duracell?
We don't have.
They were more expensive. But the Duracell batteries that we got, they came in like a little packet and they had like ridges on them, and then they were like freaking. They looked brolic. They looked like brolic batteries.
We don't have a Walmart. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Today's stream flavor's milk.
Oh my god.
Just say it. All right. Well, shout outs to Brandon for gifting the stream to Nita. We love you both very much. Thank you so much. You guys are both very awesome. Just shout outs to Brandon and Nita for being awesome and for sponsoring today's live stream.
Bare necessities. I got bare necessities. I'm
lost, but didn't forget my milk for my growing body. Awesome, Rufus.
For my growing body.
Oh, you got the optimum Duracell, says Jonathan.
I think so. Wait, is that what it is? I think I might have gotten that.
Yeah.
But they were like $10. I don't know why like the Energizer ones were more expensive.
I don't know. I don't want to think about it anymore. Let's just pretend it didn't happen. I don't want to think about it. We'll just think
never
about it
happened.
tomorrow.
We have milk, guys.
No, we don't actually. We are completely out.
We have
actually
milk.
don't. We actually don't.
Dang, dude.
We are completely out. But you know what? Let's just pretend it didn't happen.
Bare necessities. We left our bare necessities.
No, you need milk, Kevin. No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's okay. We have grapes.
Keep on going, lol. We don't because they were left in the bag.
They were not all in the bag.
Guys, there's these
Some
grapes.
grapes were in the backpack.
Guys, there's these grapes. They're called cotton candy grapes, and I freaking love them. I'm so addicted to these grapes right now.
I got like 2 packs in my backpack.
We lost 1 pack though.
Yeah, well.
I am so addicted to these grapes. They taste to me like cotton candy. They taste like cotton candy to me, and they are freaking awesome. They're like the best grapes I have ever had in my life. Like, they were probably my favorite type of grapes right now. And I don't understand why I'm so addicted to these grapes. They're called cotton candy grapes, and on the label they even say they really taste like cotton candy. I am like really addicted to these grapes. I don't know why. They're so good. The stream flavor will be chocolate milkshake. Awesome. Chocolate milkshake sounds like a good stream flavor.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than y'all. You left your milk.
Guess I'm going to NYC for grapes. Be back. All right, Rufus. Yeah, and you know what? I can take a picture and post it on Discord if you remind me afterwards. They look like regular green grapes, but they taste really, really sweet.
And
they taste different.
And they're bright blue.
They're not bright blue. They're like green, but
Sometimes
legit.
they're pink.
They taste like cotton candy, but they're on like sale where we are right now. So they're selling these gigantic packs for like $1.
Yeah, they have a little logo on them, and they come in wrappers.
Yeah, they
too.
come. No, they come in a box that says cotton candy grapes on the top, and they says guaranteed to taste like cotton candy or something.
Starburst.
They're really
We might be eating cotton candy
no,
flavored Starburst.
they're actually grapes.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually grapes,
Sometimes
and
they come grape flavored.
No, they're actually grapes. LMAO Munchkin with the rewind. Sounds delicious. They are delicious. They're my favorite type of grapes, and I just had them for the first time the other day. They are amazing, Anna.
Should I be using rewind or no?
Nightshade, nice. You've had them too? They're so good. Welcome to the stream, Nightshade. Hope you're doing awesome. They are so good. Like, legit. You guys should try these grapes if you can. They're really, really good.
What? I am stuck. Where am I going?
I already found the picture online. I'm buying them next time I go to the store. Yeah, they're green.
Wait. But
they're green grapes.
Don't buy them just because. Buy them when they're on sale. The only reason we bought them is because they're $1.
Yeah, we bought them
because
because
they're on sale. It just so happens
sale.
that they have a thing that says cotton candy on them.
We bought them because they're on sale. Because usually
they're like
those
$1.
usually they were expensive actually by us. By us they were expensive.
I just buy grapes, man. Whatever fruit
But they're
is available,
good.
just buy them.
To me, they actually taste like cotton candy. And to Kevin, he says they taste like regular grapes.
They taste like grapes.
But to me, they taste like cotton candy.
Cotton candy is an artificial flavor.
No, Kevin.
Probably coming from grapes, bro.
Kevin, no,
it's sugar. What you're tasting is sugar.
Kevin, the grapes taste like cotton candy.
It's sugar.
They legitimately taste like cotton candy to me.
Sugar in grapes. That's why you're not supposed to be eating a lot of grapes.
They are so good.
It's nature's candy.
I am legitimately addicted to them. They are really, really good.
Their necessities.
Why don't some people like emojis? I don't know. It's a personal preference.
Why don't people like emojis?
Kevin, are you trolling me or are you rewinding that Jumps Cup Maniac? No, Kevin. See, Nightshade, we've gotten the grapes. Kevin's tried the grapes, and he's just like, they're just grapes. And I'm like, no, they're not just grapes. Wait, there's a time limit to Sonic Master? Lol, it's natural sugar. Yes, it is natural sugar. Yo, discount Tarzan.
Discount Tarzan.
Thank you so much. Everyone do hashtag discount Tarzan in the chat.
That's what I was thinking. What did I write in the thumbnail?
Yo, discount Tarzan, thank you so much for the $1. We really appreciate that. That ties you for top stream donator. So let me put this up here with you. Thank you so much, discount Tarzan. You were freaking awesome.
I lost my grapes in these. Where am I going?
Shout out to discount Tarzan and Chris Gamer. Thank you guys so much. Everyone do hashtag discount Tarzan in the chat. Y'all are gonna make me go broken here at Laney, says Nightshade. So Kevin, is cotton candy a sensation? No, it is not, Starry.
I am.
Kevin, the cotton candy grapes, I'll pay whatever to try them out. Jonathan, they're good. I will say though, they might be expensive if they're not on sale. We got them because everyone around us basically stopped buying them because they were too overpriced.
Guys.
So because when they're overpriced, then right when they're like super ripe, we buy them for $1. That's why we bought them.
I didn't know you could do this. How the fudge was I supposed to know that?
Grapes have enough sugar already. They're so good, Rufus.
Grapes have a lot of sugar.
No,
Don't
but they're
be
green
eating
grapes
like that.
They're so good.
Bro, what does the color have anything to do with it?
They are so good. They really are.
Guys,
to me, they taste like cotton candy, and they've been making me extremely happy.
Green grapes are sweeter, right?
That's the game they should remake, the one that I have on the 64. I don't need to buy grapes because I got the grapevine. Yo, Viper! Holy cow!
Oh shit, Viper!
V1I7P2E3R has just donated $20. I'm afraid for my calendar, its days are numbered. Lol. I mean, hey guys.
Yo, Viper, thank you so much. And I remember do hashtag Viper and RIP Milk, thank you so much. You were freaking awesome.
RIP Milk.
Rip Milk has just donated
back,
$3. My last $3 for the milk. Tears of joy, tears of joy.
Yo, Viper, thank you so much. Everyone do hashtag Viper in the chat. And RIP Milk, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. You are freaking
RIP
awesome.
Milk is another.
Everyone do hashtag RIP Milk in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
Viper's messages, I'm afraid for my calendar. Its days are numbered. Lol. I mean, hey guys. Viper, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the generous donation. You are freaking awesome. And RIP Milk says, my last $3 for the milk. Laughing face, laughing face. Yo, RIP Milk, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, you guys.
For reals, bro. For reals. Like, for real.
Thank you so much.
Shout outs to RIP Milk. You will be missed.
Everyone do hashtag RIP Milk and hashtag Viper in the chat.
I miss you already. okay. You know what? Who needs
I don't
milk?
actually miss the milk.
Who needs milk, guys? You know what I'm
I
saying?
wanted the peanut butter.
I want my batteries, bro. What?
I wanted
You know what would be the
peanut butter.
ridiculous thing if the batteries on that mouse just stop
You know,
in the
it'd be
middle of the stream, and then we're like, we can't turn off the stream. That's the only mouse I have.
oh, that would be hilarious.
Why the fudge did I get a mouse that has AA batteries?
We don't have a backup. We don't have a backup.
How am I gonna turn off the stream without a battery?
We don't have the backup. That'd be hilarious.
I died. I'm out of time.
How much was the peanut butter? Oh, it doesn't matter, Lainey. It doesn't
No, it
matter.
doesn't matter.
It's just powdered peanut butter. I'm dumb sometimes. No, you're not, Lainey. Thank you so much, R.I.P. Milk. We really appreciate that.
R.I.P. Milk.
We're doing pretty good, Viper. Hope you're doing awesome.
Yo,
We actually
my
lost a
boy.
bag of groceries at the pharmacy, and we just remembered it like on stream.
Anna remembered it, like literally, because
So-
Anna was. We were playing. They're playing. Anna's playing Fortnite with the Fles fam, right? You guys, a lot of you guys were playing Fortnite because you know it's the last day of the season. So then I'm like, all right, cool, we gotta get up, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm setting up and everything, and then Anna's like, I want some yogurt, and you know Anna usually mixes up yogurt with some peanut butter powder to get like peanut butter flavored yogurt,
Yeah.
and then she's like, you want some? I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, well, all right, it's cool, I'll eat it. Now that I think about it, I do want the
Then
peanut
I'm
butter
like,
yogurt.
I can't find that peanut butter. Where's the peanut butter
And I was
powder?
like, where's the peanut butter? Where's the bag that I had? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like, we need the bag. It's going to bother me. I'm like, bro, it's already 8 o'clock. We probably should have figured this out, like, before.
I didn't realize it was missing before, so it didn't bother me before. But once
And then I
I
was like,
figured it out, it bothered me.
where is the bag? I'm like, bro, we got to go live now, like now. And then I was like, but where's the bag, though? I'm like, well, all right, listen. If my parents get back, I can ask them.
No, we figured it out, though.
I can ask them, you know, where if they saw groceries and if they put it away. But I'm pretty sure I put everything
No,
away.
because the milk would be in the
It's like,
refrigerator.
but you know, where's the backpack? I'm like, you talking about where's the backpack? I unloaded the backpack like hours ago.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't
The fudge is the
already.
backpack. Like I put everything in the fridge. Like, oh, okay, cool. But maybe the bag of groceries is where the backpack is, because that's the backpack had groceries.
So,
I'm like, okay, but the backpack I just put away in like the closet or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And then I checked the closet,
Can't you? You did.
like as if I'm gonna put a bag of fresh groceries in the closet for some
I checked
reason.
under the bed.
How the fudge would a bag of groceries be under the bed?
I checked where the coats are hanging and under the bed, and I checked the bathtub.
The what?
I checked the bathtub.
How would you check the bathtub, Anna?
I thought maybe something went. I thought
All of this happened in like 2 minutes, by the way, while we were setting up the stream. So while some people were like saying late,
I thought
we were looking for the milk. Okay,
I thought maybe
this is why sometimes we get late. This is why sometimes we're like a minute or
Here's the
two
thing.
late because we look for the milk.
Here's the thing. Yo, Jacob, welcome to the stream. George McFly, welcome to the stream. Here's the thing. I was like, if it's not in the closet and it's not under the bed, maybe something weird really happened and it's somehow in the bathtub. So I went to go check in the bathtub.
And guys, spoiler alert, it wasn't in the bathtub.
It's not in the bathtub. I opened the door and I went in the hallway and I looked outside of
Dude.
the apartment.
Like, bro, if you left it outside the door, then like I don't think anybody's gonna take it.
I couldn't figure it out.
And then we loaded up the stream. We said, "What's up?" And then we're still thinking about the freaking thing, you know. And then I'm like, "Do you remember carrying it back?" She said, "Yes, I put it right here."
I remember, but it was probably the bag with the medicine because I remember carrying. I remember
like,
carrying
alright,
something else.
yeah.
I remember carrying the bag from the pharmacy, and I had my purse
Then
and
I
everything.
said-
That's what I put
Well,
there.
I mean, you guys heard what I said.
That's
I said,
what I remembered. That.
You guys were here when I said it. I said, "Do you remember? Did you pick it up from the pharmacy? Did you? Because I remember it being on the chair with the backpack, and I picked up the backpack. Did you pick up the groceries?" Like, I think so. Rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky.
Rubber Ducky
you so
donated
much for the
$1.
dollar.
Rubber ducky.
You left
are
some milk in here. Thanks for the peanut butter though.
Yo, rubber ducky. Thank you so much for the $1. We really appreciate that. You were freaking awesome. Everyone do hashtag rubber ducky in the chat. The message is, yo, you left some milk in here. Thanks for the peanut butter.
Oh yeah, that rubber ducky.
Oh my gosh.
Can I rewind?
Thank you so much, Rubber Ducky. Everyone do hashtag Rubber Ducky in the chat.
It's okay.
And how often do missing things end up in the bathtub? Jonathan, there's actually been a few times when they have ended up in the bathtub.
Been. People are going to think we're crazy.
No, there has.
It's never happened ever. Why would you look for it? It's never happened.
There has.
It's never happened, Jonathan.
There has. Before I met you, I had this thing where I would pick up one thing. No, listen. I have this thing sometimes where if I'm holding something in my hand and then I go pick up something else, I transfer it, and I don't realize I did that. So one time I had...
Oh, yeah. One time you put something in the fridge. I remember that.
Yeah, I put things in weird places sometimes because I do this transfer thing that I don't recognize till way afterwards, okay? Kevin, that ship has sailed. I like Hannah's crazy ass. Thank you, Lainey. So here's the thing. I went to the bathroom one time to look and find a bottle of shampoo because I was trying to figure out like a different brand or something, right? So I go to pick up the bottle of shampoo from the bathroom, and I had my phone in my hand. And I left the phone
GG's.
where I usually have the bottle of shampoo. So then I walk around and I take that over to the computer to go like Google whatever. I don't know why I didn't just use my phone. I could have just used my phone.
You went to the computer,
the computer
to Google something?
I went to the computer to Google that bottle of shampoo.
Something doesn't match up about the story of how I left something in the where?
And then I left my phone in the bathtub. Like where I usually, on the side of the bathtub where I usually have the shampoo. Because I did this transfer thing. There was another time when I had... What was it that I left in the freezer? Oh my gosh. It was the remote control for the TV.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I went to go get some ice to put in my iced coffee, and I was watching Netflix one day. So I had the remote in my hand. I walk over to go get the ice. I take out the ice cube tray.
I'm supposed to do that. Okay, wait.
I take out the ice cube tray, and I somehow end up transferring the remote over on top of the ice cube tray. So then I get my ice for my iced coffee, and I go upstairs, and I can't turn the TV back on, and I don't know what happened. So what do? I naturally start looking all over the bed, on the floor, everything like that, and I couldn't find the remote for the life of me. I got I started really looking for it, and then Kevin afterwards was like, hey, I want some iced coffee too. So I went downstairs to make him some iced coffee, and then I found the remote on top of the ice cube tray where I had just been. I know that I transfer things sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen sometimes. Hey, Joe Ford, welcome to the stream. How you doing
today? Hey, Joe Ford.
I put a remote in the fridge one time. No idea how that happened. Nice, Brandon. So I'm not the only person.
I've done that with my phone one time. One time I did.
It's happened to me a few times. That's what the new batteries are for. They froze. All right, let me catch up on some of the chat here. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. How much was the peanut butter? $10? No, it's less than $10. It doesn't really matter.
It's fine.
It's like $6 or something. I don't know. Pokemon made one of the new Professor's Giga Chat. Awesome, George McFly. Hello,
yeah,
Jacob.
I saw that.
Welcome to the stream. Maybe the milk is in the shower. I already checked. Rufus said Anna. Anna said maybe the monster under the bed took it. Nita, you never know. Sometimes things end up under the bed.
She did check under the bed.
The milk is taking a bath. You keep ice in the tub for some reason to keep stuff cold. Rufus, there's actually a story about that.
Oh my god.
So there was this one time where we ran out of space in our fridge. So what we did try to do was we put stuff in the tub with blankets on top and then ice underneath, and you're supposed to be temporary, but then the fridge was situation was kind of prolonged, so we just kind of had to keep it there. I think it was a week or something. We were storing stuff in the fridge with ice. Cookie Monster Nita. Wait, so you guys lose milk often? No, not often. This is the first time I left it at the pharmacy.
Okay.
Well, a milk bath. Sign me up. How do people have big water buckets dropping water? No, I mean no, I was looking for the bottle of milk intact. Oh my gosh. How often do missing things end up in the bathtub? I answered that. Okay. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. You had your purse in that bag? No, I didn't have my purse in that bag. I carried my purse separately. Yeah, ice in the tub. Ye old Las Vegas stories, says Cup Maniac. Sometimes you don't have enough space in the fridge. Hey, Audrey, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome. Having a fantastic night. I think everyone has put cereal in the fridge by accident at least once, says Rufus.
No, I've never done that.
Lainey and Rufus say GG's.
I put my phone in the fridge one time.
Yeah, I get you, and I sometimes leave my body at home when I go to work, says Cup Maniac.
That was pretty good. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good. That's funny. That's good.
Oh
good,
boy!
good stuff,
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Oh my gosh!
Man, you guys are funny sometimes.
So I have this thing where like it doesn't happen all the time. It only happens sometimes. I transfer things from my hand. So then when I lose something, I have to go and I have to check all the areas. How did Meta Knight get up there?
For the peanut butter powder has just donated $3. Screw the milk. Combine the previous $3 with this one, and get another PP powder. Tears of joy, tears of joy.
Yo, thank you so much for the peanut butter powder. Everyone do hashtag for the peanut butter powder in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone do hashtag for the peanut butter powder in the chat. The message is screw the milk. Combine the previous $3 with this one. Get another peanut butter
Get
powder.
the peanut butter. Yeah, we probably
Thank
will
you.
tomorrow.
We will get more peanut butter powder tomorrow because I really wanted the powdered peanut butter. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You are freaking awesome.
Cool.
Everyone do hashtag for the peanut butter powder in the chat. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Screw the milk. Fudge that milk, yo. Who needs milk?
I care more about the peanut butter powder than I do the milk.
I did it.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate
I like
that.
this game. This game is chill. It's a lot more chiller than I think even Aladdin and what's it called? And Lion King. Low-key, I kind of want to play a Lion King, man. I want to see how hard that thing gets.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes, Lenny. Not all the time. GG, says Rufus.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the peanut butter powder. We really appreciate that. Hold up. What happened with Meta Knight? See, there was this... Did you put Meta Knight up there?
Yeah, I put Meta Knight
Okay,
up
so
there.
Kevin moved it, and I couldn't figure out how it got up there. When I see things that are different, it like jolts me a little bit. So I'm
What
a
am I
cat
doing?
sometimes. I don't know.
What am I doing?
I don't like if I need to know when things get moved a little bit. It's fine. Hey, Switchlight. Look, I'll be right back. All right, no worries. Come right back. And you know what works better in a pinch for a cooler if you need extra fridge space is a washing machine. It insulates it better and drains it. I do that for hurricanes. I've also done that, Jonathan. I have.
Really?
Yeah. And then
for what? For keeping something cool?
but then we didn't have a washing machine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're welcome again. Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. We really like the plushie. It's really cute. Thank you so much.
Sir.
I really love it. Thank you so much. Hey, Eros, welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Yo, Eros, how you doing?
Hope you're doing awesome and having a fantastic night. Have you heard of the scary Winnie the Pooh someone is making since the day
I
Winnie the
saw
Pooh
it.
got public domain?
I
Oh no.
saw it. I saw a picture of it.
Oh, no.
Was there a trailer or something? I don't know if there was a trailer, but I saw a picture on Twitter. Screw it. I'll just rewind.
You guys didn't see the Sanic Come On Step It Up? No, I didn't.
That's the what?
Sanic Come On Step It Up? No, I haven't seen
Sanic,
it.
come on, step it up. I don't know what that is.
Good payoff. Clothes don't go bad, says Rufus. That's true. Hold up. How did you clean your clothes? Public laundry places? Well, I mean, sorry. Here's the thing. Washing machines have been complicated sometimes. So, like, depending, like, I've lived, like, several...
Oh, hold up. You do know...
Huh?
You do know you can clean your clothes by hand, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's how most people
That's what I'm saying.
do
Wash
it.
machines are complicated
not
sometimes.
most people, but like, you know, here in the States, you know, a lot of people do use washing machines, but like in general, in other places where sometimes maybe, you know, washing machines aren't accessible.
It was in Discord? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, Cut Me Nick, but I'll probably see it later.
You can clean your clothes by hand, which sometimes you actually have to do because, you know, some clothes are more delicate than others, you know?
Don't worry, we will play the intros in just a bit. I do it for hurricanes. If that happens, you probably don't have power. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's understandable. That's a good tip. Thank you, Jonathan. I have done that before. I have. See, here's the thing. When I lived... I moved around a lot, okay? And when you move around a lot, sometimes you don't have appliances all the time, okay? So I lived several years. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I lived the majority of my life without a washing machine.
I mean, we bought a washing machine a few months ago. We didn't have a washing
That's
machine.
recent.
Yeah.
We didn't have a washing machine before.
I bought it recently.
That's recent. Because when I lived in China, I hand washed everything. We didn't have a washing machine. I hand washed everything by hand. And then when I lived on a farm, I washed things in a river. It was a very clean river, but I washed things in a river. And then when I lived on the other, when I lived in the trailer park, I didn't have a washing machine there either. Because there was no space to have it. There was no space to have it, so I washed things by hand there too.
Washing machines are like, how do I say?
And then when I lived in the other place, we just went over to a public laundromat.
But yeah, but it's not like completely necessary. If anything, a dryer, in my opinion, is probably more necessary than a washing machine.
No, you have the sun. It's fine.
Yeah, but like if you live in like New York, right?
Yeah.
For example, like us, like what did we get? What did we get? We got a washing machine.
We don't have a dryer.
But we didn't get a dryer.
We don't have a dryer.
You're right.
Kevin, you're saying it's more necessary when that's one thing that we don't have. We haven't had a dryer in years.
Yo, we need a dryer, guys.
Years. Actually, we've never had a dryer.
No, I've never had a dryer. I've never ever had a dryer.
You're preaching about how a dryer is necessary, and we've never had a dryer.
I've never had a dryer.
We've never had it. It's not necessary.
You can clean clothes by hand, right?
Yes.
But then you know what you always do? It's always in New York City apartments. You put stuff out the window.
It's not
you
just
use up your kitchen area.
We do that.
Hang up stuff.
We do that in Ecuador too. We don't have a dryer over there.
You have mad sun, and you have like you have more space. If you're in New York City, get a dryer.
Kevin, you're telling people to get a dryer.
If anything,
we don't have a dryer.
You can wash it in like the laundry place, and then it's already condensed and wet. So it's like freaking portable.
We don't need
Just take that
Kevin,
back. But
how many years have we survived without a dryer? We don't need a dryer.
Maybe it's time we get a dryer. We don't have space.
We don't even have space for the. You know what? If we wanted to make space, we could.
But you know what?
We could have made space for it.
The reason why people get washers rather than dryers is because it takes more work to wash than dry. Because to dry, you don't need to do anything.
I'm moving to New York so I can buy a washer and dryer.
Freaking nature does it for you. You just let things dry on its own.
I forgot what those boards are called. The people use to hand wash clothes. Yeah, they're washing boards.
Yeah.
No, but people can't use the Disney version? Okay. You know they sell washer and dryers. That's one machine, right? Yeah, I know, but they're not as effective.
But they're expensive.
I mean, maybe they are, but they're more expensive. I get the cheap washer, Jonathan.
Fudge, dude.
Yo, I had this one wash machine. It didn't have electricity. What you had to do was pedal it with your foot. And it was great. I loved it.
We sound mad sad, dude.
It's not sad. It's called being efficient. And you know what? We saved up for the computer instead of the washer machine.
Huh? Wait, what?
Hey, Gladiator, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I don't have enough for a dryer. Peanut butter power is my limit. Oh, lady, don't even worry about it. Dryers aren't necessary.
Yes, you do have enough for a dryer. 25. Actually, that's not even true. I was going to say 25 cents.
My gosh.
Which I would have been like, you already paid for that. No. Because it doesn't cost 25 cents.
It takes $1.50 by us to dry it.
So much. That's another reason why we got a washer.
It's $1.50 for 15 minutes to dry.
It's like mad expensive to wash and dry nowadays, man. It's like you gotta do the you gotta do the sacrifice.
I don't think this is good content.
So
are you guys entertained?
So what if you have less space in your tiny ass New York apartment? You need a washer and you need a dryer.
We don't. We've gone for years without a dryer. We have.
I don't have space for it.
We do. If we made space, we could.
So you're saying we should get a dryer?
No, I'm just saying that it's not.
I mean, we can get one if it's like a stackable one, but like because some of them are stackable.
We don't have the right model for that.
But we don't have the right washer model, which means we already made the wrong decision. We got a washer thinking we're never gonna get a dryer.
It was on sale for Memorial Day.
Bro, it was, and you know how?
And it was a great deal, and that is why we bought the washing machine, because otherwise we honestly wouldn't have even got the washing machine.
Bro, you guys want to know how much a washing machine costs?
The dryers weren't on sale, but the washing machine
was like $700 on sale, and it was one of the cheapest ones out there. They had ones that were like $400, right? But I usually look, if there's any big purchase, I always look up specs or whatever, right? And then the specs are like the 400 ones were like it might as well have said on the website, you can fit 2 t-shirts in here and they will be kind of washed. You might have to take them out and wash them a little bit yourself.
Do we need to manage your finances for you? No, we're good with finances. We're not a mess.
Yeah, we're very responsible in that.
We are actually very responsible with it.
You know, sometimes we lose milk, but like other than that, we're very
Dang, Anna, you had the real old school washer. Yeah, I had Rivers. I washed a lot of stuff with Rivers, actually. This stream is a mess. Possibly, lady, possibly. Doing all right, just home from work, gonna eat something and lurk for a bit. All right, Gladiator, enjoy.
All right, bet.
We are doing pretty good. Gladiator, we lost some milk at a pharmacy and some groceries, and apparently dryers are necessary, but we've never had a dryer, so I say it's not necessary.
Necessities.
My mom has a little washer on the left, strainer on the right, and it's so cool. Oh, nice.
Wait, that
Kevin,
you mean like the washing?
Now? Like Lainey says, Kevin, I'm broke now. I took a loan for the second $3. Lainey, don't even worry about it. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Homie. I got you, homie.
Don't, like,
I will invest.
Dryers aren't even necessary.
I will
disagree.
invest those $3 in Miss and Mr. D's coin, and then we will repay you in.
Hey Eureka, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I disagree. I think it's great content. Well, I'm glad you're entertained, Jonathan. We will play the intros in a bit. Crossfighter, welcome to the stream. Honestly, never a dull moment here. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Responsible? 50 levels on Fortnite isn't super responsible. JK says Lainey.
Oh, and then you know what I did today that I feel ashamed of?
Anna, the Frontier streamer. I didn't have internet, actually, for a lot of my... Actually, I didn't use internet until I moved to China, and that's because I was allowed to use internet to send an email, and that was with supervision. So then I didn't actually use internet like on my own until I think I was like 16 or 17 years old. Yeah.
I used internet when I was like 10 or 11.
Bro, when I had to use Word for the first time, it was so annoying. They're like, oh yeah, you just use Word. I'm like... Word as in, you know, like, I thought they were saying, like, agreed, you know, like, hey, word, you know? And it wasn't, no, they were talking about a computer program.
Do you use Word? Word.
Yeah,
word.
that's how, see, because it was at college. So then I was like,
did you think they were selling drugs or something? Hey, yo.
Yes.
Yo.
I didn't
Do you use
it.
Word?
Yes.
Word. And I was like, see, now I'm
It was more like, dude, bro, language. I don't know. I was like,
what do you think
Word.
use was? If anybody says, yo, do you use?
Yes.
They're talking about drugs, Anna.
Here's the thing, Kevin.
It's drugs.
Kevin.
And then you said,
Kevin.
word to that. You said you use drugs to people, Anna.
Kevin, here's the thing. It was the music department. Everybody was high AF all the time in that department. Okay?
I feel like they were probably using anyways, Kevin.
So, like, it made sense in my brain that that's what they were talking about. It made sense in my brain, okay?
Hey, yo, do you use Word?
I wasn't saying Word. They were saying it. And then I was trying to figure out, I was asking Word, and then they were responding Word. No,
Word.
I was saying Word as a question, and they were responding it as a statement. So then I was like, oh, okay, obviously, this is like some type of like hip lingo the kids are using that I don't know. I need to catch up on this college lingo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, college was great for the first year.
And then they hit Anna with the, I also use Excel, and I was like, oh my god, you do the hardcore drugs.
No, they use Excel, and I'm like, well, I'm so glad you're excelling at school and doing your best. Like, it's like...
Wait, no. What's the one that they always teach you in, like, college?
It's Excel.
No, Excel they teach you in, like, high school.
They taught that. They taught.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, they didn't actually teach that in college. They just kind of
teach it in college, too, but, like,
it was like
back
oh my
when
gosh.
in college, you know...
PowerPoint?
No, not PowerPoint. PowerPoint, man, I used to use PowerPoint, and I would do, like, videos on that ish, dude. I would do animations. I remember on PowerPoint when I was a kid.
Wait, let me read some of the comments. I love the argument over a dryer. God, I love this channel. I'm glad you love it, Arrows.
I love it.
Glad to hear our mindsets are closer than I originally thought they were. I have a dryer, but I don't. You have a washer, and I got the dryer for free, bro. Cheapskates for the win,
Dang,
bro. Man, let's go, Gladiator.
Gladiator.
You know what? A good deal is really important. Wow, so Anna was having a who's on first moment. Yes, Jonathan. Yes. I wish I had the life you had, young Anna. Sounds badass. Thank you, Cup Maniac. I mean, there's pros and cons. I never had the luxury of digging trenches to play hide and seek. My family would have beat me up, says Cup Maniac. There was a lot of area of just like blank area where I was, and just like acres and acres of empty land without really many neighbors around for a lot of my childhood, so I could dig a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think I was supposed to, but I could. Excel?
No, Access. I think Microsoft Access.
Never heard of Microsoft Access.
Or they taught it for architecture.
Did I enter the stream to find a convention? Says Eureka? Possibly.
Hey, yo, Eureka, what's up,
Try spending $1,200 on a washing machine. Thank you, Canadian dollar. Dang. I mean, most of the washing machines.
How much? 1,000?
1,200. Most of the washing machines that I looked at were probably around 1,500 to 1,800.
Yeah.
Most of the washing machines.
They have like some cheaper ones, but they're like mad tiny, and you know, they don't fit anything. So it would have been more work. It would have been more work anyways. So we had to get for the second cheapest, and that was like 700 something.
Oh my gosh.
And then, you know, tax and shipping, and you know, the installation guy wants.
We didn't install it. We did it.
Yeah, I know.
We did our installations.
Anna, can you just let me have this one, bro?
No, because installations are overpriced, and we're not going to be paying for that ish. We did it.
Can I just? Okay,
No.
well, you don't have to expose me like that, homie.
We did it.
Hey, yo, chill,
We
homie.
only took the shipping because
We
it was
had
free.
somebody come in here and deliver it and install it.
The tubes they were going to use to install, they were overcharging us.
They were.
So what we did was we were
got
like,
it on Amazon.
listen, what we did was we were like, don't even charge us for the installation stuff. And they're like, the service is this, the installation tubes are X. And then I was like, that doesn't add up. So we ended up telling them just the machine, none of the installation stuff. We bought the installation stuff on our own and installed it on our own.
I mean, we almost even transported it on ourselves.
We would have transported it on ourselves because we had a plan.
You can't.
We had a plan on how to transport
too
it,
expensive
but
anyway.
we didn't because it was free. They did free shipping. So because they did free shipping, that's the only reason why we had them bring it to our door.
No, but the
We were gonna put that
the installation is first of all, installation. Let me tell you something.
Installation is a knockoff, bro. We're not gonna pay for that.
You install, you plug it in, and you put a tube, and then that's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
And they want to charge you
And
like
they
5
charge
times
you-
more for those stupid pipes
They
when
charge
you
you,
can just get
and
them.
the pipes are like 30 or 40
it's just
bucks.
flexible pipes. You can
And
just
it's
get
just
them
flexible
super cheap.
pipes.
So
I got it on
stupid.
Amazon for like $10, you know, and they were charging like 40
We're not
just
gonna
for the
pay for
just
that
for the pipe, and then
They
the
s-
installation is one other thing, you know.
Nita says they spiral when it's my stream. I love it. I'm sorry. Nita.
I'm sorry, Nita.
We do have to play the intros. It's been
I'm
almost
sorry.
an hour of this. Dang it.
It's already been an hour? Oh my god. Where's the content, dude?
Washers are easy to install. Good call. That was a waste of money.
Yeah, it was a
Dryers
waste
are
of
even easier.
freaking-
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We installed the fridge too.
Oh yeah, we installed the fridge.
Yeah, we
But
did.
like you just plug it in though.
We installed the fridge too. We don't pay for installation.
Yeah, but you want to hear a fridge
We
story
don't pay
though?
for installation. Man, only on this channel we get this great life lessons.
Wait,
tutorials.
listen. You want another life lesson? I
It's
got
just
you.
so
Let me tell you,
overpriced. We're not
this-
going to pay for that.
See, whenever you
I'm starting to think that we sound cheap now. Maybe we should like
No, this is good because, you know, people also want
But
to
it's
know.
overpriced.
Listen,
It really is. An hour of me falling asleep. I'm sorry, lady.
Don't think that, you know, peeps that, you know, donate or whatever, we waste the money on, you know, whatever, microtransactions
Microsoft
and
PowerPoint,
gambling
new
and
HD remake,
drugs.
Wii U Plus.
We don't waste the money, guys. Well, to be fair, I did purchase. I'll send another story. I did purchase 50 levels of Fortnite today, but I'll tell you that later. Okay, fine. Maybe once
Oh my gosh.
every blue moon.
Oh my gosh.
We might spend extra money on something stupid.
Oh my gosh.
But just the one time. Rufus forgave me for it, all right?
You don't have to go around justifying it.
Anyways, whatever. The point is the appliances. Last time
fine.
when we got the fridge, right? And the fridge, you don't do anything. You just plug it in, right? And it works. And that's how it worked. But then there's one aspect of the fridge that we didn't know about.
We didn't read the manual.
And that was like months later after we had the fridge. The fridge we got like a year.
Oh,
the fridge we got when we got here.
This
'cause we
is a
didn't have
bad
fridge.
story. We should probably not tell this story.
No,
on live
why?
stream.
This
is a bad story.
So
Can
listen.
you pass me my cup?
So, like, all right, who knows how fridges work? Apparently, most not cheap ass fridges. Let me just say it how it is. Most non cheap ass fridges, because we got the cheapest fridge there out. That was the size we wanted, right? Which is the size of like Anna, 5'6" or whatever. Probably shorter. The fridge is shorter than you.
It's shorter. Isn't it like
We
4
got
foot
a
something?
shoddy for a fridge, right?
It's like 4 foot.
5. No, it's 5 something. 5 something.
But it's kind of like, you guys know those like mini fridges?
It's like too many fridges on top of
It's
each
like
other.
if you stack 2 mini fridges on
we
top
got a
of each other.
shoddy for a fridge.
That's
all
our
right?
fridge.
Okay, so anyways,
It's a shared refrigerator. That's our
you
our
plug
fridge.
that dish in, and fridges that aren't like, you know, cheap, they have a function where every now and then fridges leak, right? They pee a little bit. So when they pee because of the condensation or whatever the fudge goes on in the fridge and in the tubes.
I know how refrigerators works.
There's
Jonathan.
condensation, right? I mean, I know you guys know, but like I'm telling you guys anyways. There's condensation from tubings or whatever, right? And then the fridge that we have back in like, you know, Ecuador, that's a lot bigger. We've never had this issue. You know, we've had that fridge is like freaking 20 years old.
They
at this
what?
point.
Okay, so Kevin's calling condensation pee, lady.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
it
he said.
condensates and then it pees a little bit. All fridges do that because of that's
Kevin's
just how
lost
it
the
works.
crowd. We all just heard him telling himself he wastes our money, guys, and I haven't even sent the money. We do not waste money. We don't.
No,
we
no,
are
we
actually
don't.
very responsible.
Yeah.
Quote of the night from Kevin: "Free to pee."
So the normal fridges they figured that out and then they just keep
Condensation.
everything indoors, and then you know you have to clean it out every now and then. But for the most part, there's like a self-cleaning thing that happens, right? But the cheap ass fridge, the cheap ass shorty that pees in the kitchen, she doesn't do that. It just pees, and
Kevin,
then you
stop
have to.
calling it that. It's just condensation.
Okay, it's condensation. It condensates, and then whatever was in the freezer, those liquids come out, right? The condensation, it picks up aromas, right? And it just so happens that one day we had fish, and we put that in the freezer because the fish was on sale. Anyways, the condensation of from one day to the next, we realized that there was like a puddle of water that kept coming out of the fridge, and it kept coming out of the fridge, but we didn't immediately think it was the fridge, right?
Yes, Anna, you're very responsible unless it comes to remembering the groceries. It doesn't happen all the time.
It was just. It doesn't happen all the time. It was like, all right, there was liquids in the kitchen, right? And by the time we checked, some of it was already.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys.
The liquids were like in the middle of the kitchen, right? So we didn't really exactly know where it came from.
Hey, Mr. Dan, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? There's fridges with Wi-Fi now. Like, what the hell do you need that for?
Yeah. We thought it was the pipes, and we thought, the liquid has like freaking. It smells so bad.
I don't know what tabaki is.
So maybe it's like from the pipes, and then we unloaded the pipes and everything from like the faucets or whatever, and it wasn't that. We called the freaking building manager. We did a whole thing. Eventually,
Kevin, you lost me, bros. Arrows.
Yeah.
There's liquid that comes out of the fridge.
It'll come back around. So there was liquids that came from somewhere. You guys know that it came from the fridge because that was a spoiler. But strange liquids started to show up in the kitchen. That's the story of it, right? We didn't know where it was from. We checked the plumbing of the kitchen or whatever, and we called the building manager. We did it ourselves, and it kept doing it. It kept spilling.
Hey, Mr. Din, welcome to the stream.
We kept finding liquids. We called the building manager, and then they fixed something. I don't know what they fixed, but they fixed it. But the liquids kept coming. Eventually, one day, we started looking into the fridge.
The gas was leaking? It wasn't gas.
It wasn't gas. It was liquid. So then we checked the fridge, and then we noticed that the back of the fridge was like mad wet, and it smelled just like the liquid that was in the kitchen floor. So eventually, I looked up on Google, like, why is my fridge condensating water, expelling water? Why does my fridge have digestive systems? And then we realized, wait, it said on the menu, or it said on the Google that I sound like a boomer. It said on the Google that fridges condensate and then they just drip liquid. Usually fridges have like a little holder.
There's a
little
tray,
cup
guys.
Or tray
there's
or something.
a tray that goes underneath the fridge.
So
to
I
catch
checked,
liquids that come out of your fridge.
I checked to see if my fridge had a tray, and it did. And that tray was freaking hella filled, bro. It was hella filled with like the most vile of juices. It was probably like over a week of like old fish juices that was in the freezer.
It's so bad.
And then it was oh my god, it was revolting, right?
It was so bad.
So we eventually figured it out, and now
really
every
bad.
now and then, now we know how cheap ass fridges work. We got to clean it out, make sure everything's clean and everything. So we do that, and then but now it's good. See, now we know, and then those are the stuff that you learn when you buy appliances, and sometimes they don't have all the bells and whistles that other appliances have.
That's just meat marinade, bro. Come on. No, it was really bad, Cut Maniac. It was really bad.
I'm
Refrigerator condensation equals P. Kevin kept finding P. He called the building manager on the fridge. Got it. LMAO. Exactly, Gladiator.
Yeah. No, but I called the building manager.
Your fridge has become self-aware. Dang, Skynet's is holding.
I called the building manager for the faucet because we all thought that the liquids were coming from like the faucet or like some. I don't know, from some pipe.
Did you guys watch State of Play? We didn't, but we did see some highlights.
I did. I saw it.
Kevin saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. And bro, oh my god, I'm so hyped. That was Capcom's show, dude.
Also, let me play some intros. Letting you know Bessie Shock Grenade use is continuing in your honor. Let's go. Have fun playing Fortnite. All right, let me play some intros. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you guys are doing awesome and having a fantastic night and doing amazing. Let me just find some intros, and I hope you guys are doing awesome.
Infinite 私の名前はユーロです。私は選手の道をたどります。ユローズ29がライブストリームに参加しました。
Showtime! We are Venom! Maximum Spider! Venom Wave! Give up? Spider Sword is tingling.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Did you add more since the last time I've been here? Yes, there's a couple more that have been added. Hopefully I got everybody. If I did miss anybody in the intros, let me know and I will play it. I think I got everybody, though. I have been a little bit distracted with groceries, though, so if I did miss anybody, I do apologize.
What up, what
But
up?
welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you guys are doing awesome. That's some Rick and Morty happenings there, says Cut Maniac. Oh my gosh. I gotta take off a little bit, but I'll be back if you're still streaming. Alright, Gladiator.
No.
Have an amazing night. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll see you later.
Miss you, Gladiator.
Resident Evil 4 Remake and Street Fighter 6 both looked amazing, says Mr. Den.
Yes, that's right. Yo, I'm super excited, bro. I'm gonna get that day one. I was ecstatic, dude. I was ecstatic. I was like, yo, it looks so good. And also the Street Fighter roster leaked like the hours after that announcement. And it seems legit. It looks like it's actually legit, like a legitimate leak. It's not like a rumor or anything. It was legitimately leaked. We're not gonna say spoilers or anything, but I did see the roster. So if you do want to check out the roster, you know it's out there. It's out there.
In Laney's intro, does he get beat up by Spidey and Venom, and then he somehow beats up Spidey and takes his powers and suit? I don't think so, Cut Maniac.
No.
No. Don't
I can see how you might think that, but no,
Yeah, but no.
The ghost that's getting beat up is not the same thing as Laney's ghost.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Today's flavor is chocolate milkshake.
Bare necessities.
Hopefully I'll be back soon. All right, Gladiator, see you soon.
I see you soon. I got stuck. There's like a puzzle thing. Where am I going? Think. What happened?
You know how sometimes you just have those days where you feel like everything is going well, and then all of a sudden you realize you have a bunch of things that are off.
Yeah.
Why would I leave a remote in the freezer? I mean, I know why I did it. I did. One time I lost something, and I had been here's the thing. One time I had been frying and making French fries, I think it was, and I lost something. I legitimately went over to the fryer and looked in there to see if I had melted something in the fryer. I didn't, but I had lost, I think it was my phone. I think I was looking for my phone in the fryer with hot oil at one point.
Oh no.
Because I was like, man, I've just put potatoes in the fryer. Maybe I put my phone in the fryer. But that's never happened. That's never happened. I pulled a bestie and used balloons. I'm so proud. Awesome, Chris. Awesome. Balloons are fun. Balloons are a lot of fun. You use the 90s Spider-Man theme song. What about the original, sis Lee?
What's the original one? Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. That one? I just picked the other one. Just
Shout out to Nita for sponsoring today's live stream. We love and appreciate you very much. Don't forget to like the stream. Today's flavor is chocolate milkshake.
That's right. Chocolate milkshake. I love the old school Spidey's cartoon. So freaking dope, dude. I love it.
I'm trying to think of something else that's funny that we lost, but I don't remember anything. Like there's
we can tell you know what we can tell them? We can tell them about that
sometimes.
conversation we had about if we whenever we have kids.
Oh no.
How we would discipline them.
Oh no, that's terrible. No, Kevin, that's bad parenting.
It's not terrible.
No, that's terrible.
No, it sounds worse than what it actually is.
Yeah,
Anna's making it sound worse. We saw a kid fall. It was raining outside, right? And there was a kid running, and then he ran on some grates, like some subway grates that are on the streets.
He slipped. He was fine.
He slipped and fell, right? He landed on his knees. He fell.
He landed on his knees. He was fine.
He almost face planted.
I mean, he wasn't that bad.
Fell,
He
and it
was
was
fine.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Kevin,
So
you can't laugh at a kid
then
falling even if
it
they're
was
okay.
me, Anna, and then some other dude that was coming a different direction. We were walking, and then he fell right by us, right? And then Anna and the dude's immediate reaction was, they looked at the kid, We all knew he was fine, which is my point, right?
Yeah, but if someone falls, you ask them if they're okay.
They all looked at the kid.
You offer to help him
and
up.
the kid was like, no, they all looked at Anna and the other dude looked at the kid and they're like, "Are you okay?" And then the kid's like, "Yeah."
He was embarrassed because he fell.
Embarrassed, right? And
hey, Cammy, like, beautiful person, welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
I'm like, yo, that kid. See, I said to Anna, I explained to Anna, right? Which is okay to be, it's okay for, ask how's the kid doing. Obviously, it's like the immediate reaction. But I thought, my immediate thought was he's okay. He's okay physically. His pride and ego, though, is hurt so bad. Because not only did he fall, but immediately 2 people came to him and said,
Anna, we laugh and then ask if they're okay.
Are you okay?
Anna, we laugh and then ask if they're okay. I don't laugh. My immediate reaction is to be like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?"
We laughed. You were smiling a little bit.
Here's the thing.
Everybody was laughing at this poor kid.
I'm not gonna go laugh at the kid.
So then my thought, in my head, I thought the best thing for this kid is to just pretend like he didn't fall and just let him get up on his own. And then he learned his lesson. Do not run in the rain outside. Right? Don't do that.
Kevin wanted to go up to the kid and be like, "Hey, are you okay, you dumbass?"
No, I didn't know. What I said was, all right.
And I'm like,
I'm not going to ask him how he's doing because I know he's okay, right? This is when the parenting thing started,
right?
Gosh. Parenting conversation. I said, if my kid falls, right? I'm not going to go to him and be like, I instinctively, I might, right? But in my head, I'm thinking, if the kid falls, right? I know he's okay. I'm going to tell him, all right, you get back up, right? Are you hurt? No, you get back up. And then, okay, just keep on going. Nothing happened. But now you know, I would tell him, now you know that you were a dumbass.
You can't say that to a kid.
Because you can't run in the rain. You ran in the rain. You fell. Now you know, okay?
Kevin wants to be like the dad on the 70s show.
Now you know. So then, if it were my kid, I'd say that, right? I wouldn't say call him a dumbass, maybe.
You said you were going to call him a dumbass.
But I would tell him immediately, I would tell him, listen, you fell because you did this, and now you know. So now you don't run. And I know that you're not hurt, but I know you're embarrassed because you fell and it was hilarious. Okay? I can't tell that to the kid that fell, though, right? Because I don't know him, But this kid that fell, I thought, I'm not even going to acknowledge that he fell because the pride and embarrassment of him falling hurt him more than the actual fall
Pacman
did.
says, "Don't worry, I laughed when you said fell." And Alder says, "Poor kid, lol."
So then the kid got up. He's mad embarrassed. He's red in the face.
Imagine laughing at a kid falling. Couldn't be me.
And also, as a
You're
kid,
laughing right now.
as a dude, right? As a guy.
But every little kid wants to run in the rain with Kevin. Have you no childhood since Kevin? I've run in the rain so many times. I've fallen so many times. I did not learn my lesson.
No, you can't. You can't. That's the thing. Kids are kids.
Now you know, dumbass. Kevin to a child was Jonathan.
Yeah. That's exactly it. And I get it. You can't call a kid a dumbass.
Oh my gosh.
But
they have to learn. But you can't call them a dumbass.
You got to tell them this happened to you because you did this.
You can explain it, but you can't call them a dumbass.
It's just immediate reaction. It's like the thing to say. It just comes out so naturally.
Kevin wants to be like Red Foreman in the 70s show, calling his son a dumbass for everything.
And then so the kid was mad embarrassed, and as a kid, we've all been kids. We've all fell, right? But what hurt us more? Were we ever actually hurt from falling? No. But our pride, though, that's what hurts us, right? We cry. And we cried when I was a kid.
Kevin had called him a dumbass. That would have been a villain origin story. Kevin's not going to call a kid that he doesn't know a dumbass. He was just saying he wanted to call
as
his
a kid,
future child a dumbass.
When we were kids, right?
With the kid.
When we were kids, it would hurt our pride. We would cry.
Lainey says,
and we would get embarrassed. And
Lainey says, if you a dumbass, you a dumbass, says Lainey. Not going to lie, I did get called dumbass a few times as a kid.
I'm not going to call my kid a dumbass. But I'll replace that word with something else to show him you done fudged up.
Kid trips, Kevin, LMAO, dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I scrapped my whole leg, bro. I fell. That hurt more than my pride, says Nita.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's gonna be some times where you like legitimately get hurt. But
most of the time.
And then that's another part of the story that I'll let you guys know about.
Kevin, does the fact that one of the Devil May Cry creators worked on the combat for FFXV1 interest you? It's almost like it's Capcom game.
It kind of does. It kind of does. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody said it yesterday, and then I'm like, oh my. Not gonna lie, it kind of did interest me a little bit, even though more so for Dragon's Dogma. I don't know if it's like the Dragon's Dogma's combat is really, really cool. I don't think it's gonna go that route though.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
But yeah, Devil May Cry, Bayonetta-ish. Yeah, I can get behind that. I'll try it.
I've taken care of some baby kids before where they were like, I don't know, like 2, 3, and they've fallen, but not really like hurt themselves falling. Like they kind of like fell in like slow motion and landed on their knees. But then they kind of felt like embarrassed that it happened, so then they just started crying. So then I'd go up to them and I'd be like, "Oh, are you crying? Are you okay?" And they're like, "No, I'm not okay." And I was like, "Are you hurt?" And they're like, "Yes, I'm very hurt." And I'm like, "Where does it hurt?" And then when they couldn't figure out where it actually hurt, because they didn't actually fall really hard, then they would just stop crying, get up, and start playing.
Yeah, I mean there are times when a kid actually does fall, and then
no, there are times when that happens.
Yeah,
but
I've seen
a lot of kids do like when
most
they're growing,
of the time.
a lot of the time kids are like clumsy. You're still moving around.
Most
You're
of
still
the
learning,
time.
So like a lot of times I was taking care of kids where they would fall, but not really get hurt. But then they just kind of like they know that you saw them fall, so then they think that they're supposed to cry. And then it's like, bro, you don't have to cry. It's okay. You just, and then there's other times when I've been taking care of them and they were just running around outside. One of them falls, scrapes their knee pretty bad, and I go up to see if they're okay because that was a bad fall. And they're like, "No, what are you talking about? I'm perfectly fine." And they have like blood coming down their leg, and I'm like, "Bro, come over here.
That's the thing.
I need to fix this for you." And they're like, "No," and they're not even crying or phased at all. They're just like, "I'm gonna play," and I get it. I was the exact same way. I would be playing. I would be playing outside. I would get like hurt. I would not even feel getting hurt.
Exactly.
And then someone would come up to me and be like, "Listen, you've got blood running down your leg. Are you okay?" And I'm like,
"I'm fine. I'm
like,
cool. I'm gonna keep playing. My friends are over there. They're waiting."
Yeah, just like leave it. I'm perfectly fine.
Jesus,
I had that
ruining
happen
my fun.
so many times. I had like weird injuries all the time, and people would come up being like, "Hey, listen."
Dude, you're bleeding out.
Your whole back of your leg looks like there's a large scrape and you're bleeding a lot. Are you sure you're okay? And I'm like, "Bro, this is fine. It's okay. It'll stop bleeding in like 30 minutes. It's fine. I'm going to keep running. It's totally fine." And one time I stepped on a nail and I didn't feel the nail go into my foot. For whatever reason, I didn't feel it going into my foot. So then I was walking around with this nail for a little bit and someone's like, "You have a nail sticking out of your foot." So then I'm like, "Oh, okay." I pull it out of my foot. It's a pretty long nail. And then I just keep walking barefoot. Why?
See, kids.
Well, I get it.
That's my point.
I get it. I've
kids
been there.
get
I
hurt.
get it.
Like kids start crying.
And
they get hurt.
I never
when
cried
it hurts
over
their
the like
pride,
that. I get
or
it.
when they want to get an emotional response. Like this is just. I'm not a parent. I'm just saying. Like I'm just remembering what I did as a kid, right? Because like sometimes you would fall, right, while you're playing out with your friends or whatever, right? But if you're playing with your friends, right, and you fall and scrape your knee and you start bleeding, the adrenaline rush and also the fact that you want to keep playing, you don't want to worry the adult. The adult is going to tell you, "Stop playing. Come here. Let me get that treated." No.
Hey, nah,
you're thinking, nah, that adult is going to stop me. And because I'm bleeding a little bit, whatever. So I'm going to not tell him.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't even hurt. I'm just going to go keep playing.
Adults are no fun. Why are you going to ruin my fun, bro?
Exactly. Adults are no fun. They're going to ruin my fun, you know?
There was this, there's been so many times. One time I was walking and I really hurt one of my feet. Actually, no, I hurt both of them one time. Because here's the thing. I would walk on like really sharp things to build up a tolerance to it. And a few times I'd really scrape up my feet. And I would like leave like footprints of blood randomly. So then people were like, "Are you okay?" It was fine. It was fine. Hey, Nahir, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome. I scraped my whole leg, bro, when I fell. That hurt more than my pride. Villain kid, I must destroy all dumbass adults, this cut maniac. Then Anna called him a dumbass behind their back. No, I don't call little kids dumbasses. Oh man, when I used to skate, I literally lost balance on my board and I slowly face planted, going slow like 1 mile per hour. I was so embarrassed, this cut maniac.
Yeah.
Bro, I have so many injuries. I have had
We've all done
so
it.
many
We've all done it. That's what I'm saying.
accidents,
Like a kid, if you see a kid that falls in the street, you know, usually they're just very embarrassed and they're not actually hurt.
I didn't think they were.
And
a
that's
dummy or
just
anything.
hilarious.
Everyone
to
makes
me.
mistakes.
That's hilarious. But as a parent, you know, the parents, that's when, you know, they got to take the opportunity to be like, hey, listen, you fell, you ran in the rain, you fell because you were running in the rain.
I had a huge concrete burn on my forehead, this cup maniac.
Ouch. Yeah,
those hurt.
Bro, that hurt.
Dassine, welcome to the stream, my dude. How are you doing
Oh
today?
my God.
I heard this is the stream where I can get cotton candy, grapes, milk, and batteries. Joanna, you got
Oh
some?
my God.
Dassine, I left
How
them
long
at
have you
the
been
pharmacy.
listening?
Dassine, it was also peanut butter powder. I left them at the pharmacy.
How long have you been listening?
And a
Oh,
bag of
it's probably
strawberries.
Chris probably was telling him.
I left them at the pharmacy. And the cotton candy grapes are delicious. If you can get them, they actually come from Puerto Rico.
We're figuring out
Actually,
how to...
wait, I have one pack in the let me go check. I'm pretty sure they come from Puerto Rico. I'll be
Anna,
right back.
we don't have the camera on.
No, I'm gonna look at the
Why? Why would you get up in the middle of the stream just to look at the grapes? Anna, we're in the middle of a stream. They can't see it. The camera's not on.
I know. Never mind. They don't come from Mexico.
Anna lied to you, Dassine.
I thought I could have sworn it was Puerto Rico. That was something else. I think that was
Don't
the strawberries.
put it on top of that liquids.
That was the strawberries. These come from Mexico. But they're delicious. And they're called cotton candy grapes. They really do taste like cotton candy. They're very good. They're delicious. They're very, very good. I highly recommend them. Well, I ain't asking for the peanut butter powder because, you know, allergic. What do you mean from PR? We can't harvest grapes here. I could have sworn that they came from Puerto Rico, but they don't. They come from
They weren't
Mexico.
from Puerto Rico.
They don't. Also, let me play your intro and let me play Cammy's intro. I'm good. Just waiting for my wifey to join the stream. She's taking a shower. Awesome, Nahir.
Hey,
Awesome. Hope you
Nahir,
guys
what's
are
up?
doing amazing and having a fantastic night. Welcome to the stream, Dassine and Cammy. Let me play your intro for you guys.
No, I'm not going to interrupt him this time.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you guys are doing awesome and having a fantastic night. I highly recommend the cotton candy grapes if they're not expensive. We got them for $1. I broke in an ankle skating that hurts like hell the next day, like long needles being at certain side. Oh, like 2 months of that I think I had. I have had some really bad injuries. I don't know if I'm going to actually tell them ever on live stream because they might make you cringe. But like there are like they've had some like bad injuries. I have.
That's why I'm saying, kids, you got to make the kids smart, you know, by being like, all right, you fell, because they're not all going to be bad injuries. Most of them are going to be just embarrassing injury, like embarrassing falls.
I remember one time
So that's when you got to take the opportunity and tell them, you fell because you were being a dumbass.
I remember one time climbing a tree.
But then they don't put themselves in danger.
Actually, I did this more than
afterwards.
once. I remember doing this more than once. I remember one time being told not to climb a tree because it was in the fall. And you shouldn't climb trees in the fall because all the sap goes from the branches into the center trunk of the tree, which makes the branches more brittle when you climb up the tree. And it was really cold. And I remember thinking one time, F this, I'm going to climb this tree. So I climbed this tree, and I decided that day I was going to climb all the way up to the very top of that tree. That tree was probably 6 stories high, if not higher. And it was a pine tree. So the pine trees don't have like super strong, like thick branches all the time. And I know that it was about that height because the house that was by it by comparison was 3 stories high. And so if you double that house, the tree was a little bit taller than that. So it was about six stories high. I climbed all the way up to the top of that tree. I'm just joining for my birthday today. Oh, happy birthday, Joe Ford.
Joe Ford, you're right.
I hope you had a fantastic birthday. And
it's your B-Day.
Happy birthday to you.
Everybody say happy birthday
to Joe Ford.
My
happy
boy.
Birthday, Joe Ford.
Joe Ford, who's been here for a while, bro. We've known him for a while now. Shout out to my boy, Joe Ford.
Happy birthday, Joe Ford. So I climbed all the way up to the top of this tree. And then I decide I'm not going to go down. I'm just going to stay here and see if anyone notices. I did this a few times, actually. It's been more than once. It was multiple times. My mom came out of the house and she was like, Where's Anna? I can't find Anna. I don't remember why she was looking for me, because most of the time I could just go missing for a long time and no one really found me. But for that particular day, she was looking for me. So she's like, where's Anna? I can't find her. And then I was like, oh, I'm just making weird noises to see if she would see where I was. And she could not pinpoint where these noises were. So I was making weird animal noises from the tree. And I wanted to see how long it progressed. So then she calls, you know, like a neighbor, and they're all looking for me, and then they organize like a search party, and then they call my dad, and then they all start looking for me, and then they start calling like our local friend who was like a police officer, and then they start looking for me, and then I'm thinking, should I come out of the tree now? Because at this point, I'm already in so much trouble. Should I even come out of this tree? Should I just stay in this tree overnight, or at least 2 more days, let them calm down and relax, and then I'll climb out of the tree? I'm just sitting there, about 5 to 6 stories off the ground, debating my life, but at the same time, not really regretting anything, because I had brought snacks. I had come prepared. I had a book, I had a flashlight, I had a pillow, I had everything in like a little backpack that I used to carry, because I didn't go up to a tree empty-handed. I had a little blanket. I had.
Oh my god.
I had like water. It was great. So I was like, I can live my best life up in this tree. For a while. I'm perfectly fine with this. I'm not scared of the dark. I'm not scared of heights. I had like these like little boards that I would carry with me on the back of my backpack so that I could like make my own like little shelf, kind of make the tree branch like slightly wider, like in between 2 tree branches, create like a little seat. I always brought some nails with me. So here I am debating about living my best life in this tree, and they're organizing a search party basically on the bottom of this tree. And I'm making weird animal noises at them at the same time to see if they'd notice. So then I start throwing pine cones.
Oh.
And then...
Are you being a monkey?
I start throwing pine cones. Meant to say while I was listening, I'm hearing a lot of crackling from the game audio. Don't know if it's supposed to be like that.
Oh, right now? Yeah, it sounds like it's crackling. But
I
that's
don't
a
know.
game.
Yeah, I think it's the actual game effect. I think it is a
old
game
school.
effect. Why are you calling children dumbasses? We were all dumb children at one point.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
Yes, Dory, I did. Not gonna lie, I can see it working because there's some creepy things from Winnie the Pooh. Oh my gosh. I use a double bananas weapon too with his boss. Nice knot hair. Awesome, awesome. So I'm up there in the tree throwing pine cones, and then my mom notices that I'm up in the tree, and then she's like, she says my full name, and that's when I know things are serious, you know? I'm like, oh my gosh, should I go down out of the tree? And then she's like, come out of this tree this instant, or you're gonna be in so much trouble. And then I respond with, I'm already in trouble. There's really no reason for me to go down at this moment in time. Thank you very much. Then she starts yelling, you're gonna fall and break your leg. And I'm like, that's fine with me. That's perfectly fine. I'm having like this like, there's like, you're gonna get cold. I'm like, I brought a blanket.
A hostage situation, but she's her own hostage.
She's like, you're gonna get cold. I'm like, no, I'm not. I brought a blanket. Then she's like, you're not gonna have dinner. I'm like, I brought snacks.
Man, this is why we got it. This is why.
And then I'm sitting in this tree, and she's like, you're gonna get so bored. I'm like, joke's on you. I mean, I didn't say joke's on you because that's rude. I was never rude to my mom. She's like, you're gonna get bored. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Don't worry. I have a book. She's like, it's gonna get dark soon. I brought a flashlight. I was like responding, and I was just like, oh my gosh. My mom at one point, she's like, you know what? I'm just leaving you. They left me in the tree. I stayed there till like midnight. And then they came out the house and they're like, okay, listen, if you fall out of this tree, we're gonna get in trouble. So like, you need to come out of this tree now. And I was like, okay, I'll debate it. I'll think about it. Eventually I did go out of the tree after I had a whole bunch of lengthy discussions about how I would not get in trouble at all. Like, I had to cover all my bases before getting out of the tree. I was like, because they're like, my mom was like, it's okay, come out of the tree right now, you can still have dinner. And I was like, okay, I've got the food off the checklist. Okay, cool. I'm like, okay, but can I still like, and I was like trying to figure out like every little detail. It was probably an hour of negotiating.
Hostage situation, but she's her own hostage.
It's like an hour of negotiating. I was like, okay, I can have dinner. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get, you know, like punished. I'm not gonna get timed out or whatever. She's like, she debated. She's like, okay, no, you won't. That won't happen. I'm like, okay, but I also won't get like this in trouble or this in trouble. I started naming and listing every single freaking thing. And then she's like, oh my gosh, just come out of the tree already. 1 hour negotiations. I was out of the tree, never got in trouble. It was great.
Oh, yes.
Then I learned that it's really good to negotiate.
Kids, am I right?
But do you know what happened afterwards? They got mad at me for something that was really silly the next day, so I really don't think I won in the end, because I think they were still holding the grudge from the tree. Oh my gosh. And when I was climbing down, one of the tree branches broke, and I did fall a little bit of ways down. I fell like half a story in the middle of the tree, and then I grabbed something else, so it was fine. Munchkin, how do you know you don't have kids, says Nita? Why did you have nails? Nita, because when you climb a tree, you want to bring nails and a small little hammer and some boards so that you can hammer in between two tree branches and make a little seat to sit there. So that way you don't have to, you know, like worry about it too long. If you're going to be staying there for prolonged periods of time. You can jump on enemies like Mario's is not here. Also, don't follow any of my advice. And Sailorama, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome and having a fantastic night and doing amazing. Also, I read that. Okay.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll
Dang, Anna the smartass over here. Oh my gosh, arrows. Possibly. I don't know. Possibly. That was a good time, though. I remember feeling extremely accomplished over that successful negotiation.
So where are we going?
I remember feeling very accomplished. Oh my gosh. Don't do that, though.
Yes.
Also, our kids can't watch any of these streams.
Also, don't call your kids dumbasses.
Yeah, don't call your kids dumbasses.
Unless they deserve it.
No.
I'm kidding.
You can't call kids dumbasses. No. They have to learn. You can explain things to them, but you can't call kids dumbasses.
Replace the word dumbass with another word. Still call them something when they fall because they were doing something that they shouldn't have been doing.
Okay, I'll see y'all later. All right, lady. Have an amazing night. Take care.
Lady.
Have a wonderful day tomorrow.
Bye,
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Bye, Lily.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
Jump, 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 jump. Oh, spikes.
From washer and dryer to kids as arrows. Yeah, we've been jumping around today.
Yep. Yep, we hit all the topics, guys. Parenthood, the freaking struggles of getting new appliances.
Irresponsible to Joe Ford. But what if they didn't know that they shouldn't have done it?
Well, then you tell them. You tell them you fell because, you know, you were running in the rain. Chances are, if they're running in the rain with, you know, with you around, you would have already told them. I mean, I would assume, like, I would have already told them, yo, don't run.
I never got told never to run in the rain.
I was told not to run in the rain.
I never got told
that. It was like a basic thing. Like, your kids.
I was told don't jump off of things that are over 5 stories tall.
No, don't jump around.
I was told,
weird.
Usually after I did things, don't do that again. And then I said, got it. And I didn't do that exact same thing again.
Not a platform.
I did a variation of that exact same thing again. But I didn't do the exact same thing again. So I did listen, kind of. So I'm like, I jumped off of a house with an umbrella. Because I saw a clip of Mary Poppins. And it wasn't a really tall house. It was like, what, like a story and a half, 2 stories tall? Whatever. It wasn't that big of a deal. And I was jumping onto a trampoline. I was fine. But the umbrella, apparently, they were really worried about because that umbrella was kind of expensive. Anyway, so I jumped off, and then they're like, don't do that again. And I'm like, I wanted to see if the umbrella would, like, make you float. And they're like, no, you obviously needed a bigger parasail or something like that, was their immediate reaction. And I'm like, got it. Next day, I didn't jump off with an umbrella. I jumped off with the blanket. See? Smart. So you just modify. Kids learn at different rates, as Dustin.
Yeah.
Right, you wouldn't call them a dumbass. They should learn first, and kids learn at different rates. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Eventually call them a dumbass.
No, you don't have to call them a dumbass.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to call my kid a dumbass.
Oh my gosh. I have a birthday in June, too, on the 8th. Well, that's awesome, Sailorama. Happy early birthday to you.
Hey.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Hope you guys are doing awesome and having a fantastic night. Shout out to Nita for sponsoring today's live stream. We love and appreciate you very much.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Bananas coming at you, bro. Coconut.
Have you ever climbed a coconut tree?
Nope.
I've climbed multiple coconut trees
to
get a coconut.
Yeah,
and they're like really tall too. Those are harder to climb because they don't have branches, but they're a lot of fun to climb.
You're almost
I
dead,
like
dude.
climbing the bottleneck
You're
ones.
dead. Let's go.
They're a lot of fun.
Is he like an evil guy in the movie? Is this going through the movie? I don't remember this movie.
I had one of the businesses that I had at one point was climbing trees. Because I thought, I'm really good at climbing trees. How can I monetize this? And
What?
as a kid, I remember thinking that because someone told me you need to find something you're good at and enjoy and then figure out how to make that work for you. And I was like, okay, cool. How can I get paid to climb trees as a kid? And there was this one lady, she had a cherry tree and she wanted to pick the cherries, but the cherries were really tall. So then I was like, yeah, I'll, I charge like $1 to climb the tree and pick your cherries for you and then like give you the cherries. So I had like a tree climbing service at one point. And it was very good. It actually went very well. What didn't go well was when someone told me to cut branches at the top of a tree and like prune the top of a tree because climbing with shears was kind of dangerous at that age, and I was doing that, and that wasn't very good. But for the most part, everything was pretty good.
Oh no, the one. Wait, last one.
Having said that moment, they've reached 18. If they do dumb stuff, you told them not to do that, and you call them a dumbass. LMAO says
Let's go.
Dusty.
Yes. So when people were 18, man. Oof. Remember when I was 18, dude? I was so defensive. Teens are very defensive in general, you know? I remember I was super defensive.
I don't remember being defensive.
Jungle at Night. Night Falls is Mowgli's journey.
Okay, no, maybe I was a bit defensive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You're gonna be like, Anna, you were creating problems when you were 8-year-old. Like you were just
probably.
like, of course you were,
Sounds
Anna.
you
Like
would've,
obviously.
Negotiated your own hostage situation.
I negotiated a bunch of situations. I got pretty good at negotiating. And you know what happened when I went to university?
What?
I just argued and negotiated about almost every single one of my grades.
Debate class.
And one time, they're like, here's the thing. One time, the teacher was like, here's some extra credit, right? And anyone can do extra credit because, opportunities are equal or whatever. And I wanted to do extra credit, okay? So I did the extra credit. So according to me, I got like perfect grades on all the other things as well. And I did the extra credit. I was supposed to get 150 over 100. So the teacher, when they gave me my grade back, they just put 100 over 100. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I was supposed to get 150 over 100. And then they were like, no, you just get like 100 over 100. And I'm like, but I did the extra credit and everything. And I had to go and like, I ended up arguing and everything. They put it in the system, 150 over 100. It was great. But I had to go and argue it and everything. They said the system didn't allow it. They did allow it. They just didn't want to put it in the system.
You're ridiculous.
Which they did afterwards.
I stopped caring about,
And I'm pretty sure you were defensive as soon as you got out of the womb, Sis Dusty.
Right.
I'm lurking in chat right now. Thank you, Crossfighter. Lurk
Hey,
away.
Crossfighter.
Enjoy lurking. Shout out to all the lurkers out there. We love and appreciate you very much. Bambi's friend Owl appears in this level. I remember this is not here.
I stopped caring about grades once, I got into high school. I mean, I still did good, whatever. I did whatever I had to do, but I remember in university in Ecuador when I was in there, there was a teacher that I didn't like. There was like people were like.
Kevin is playing not here.
So, some people in my class, because the school was a little bit like privileged. Like the students in that school
Only in that faculty though.
acted were a little bit privileged, right? So
In
then
that
so
particular
sometimes they would
faculty,
act a
it was
certain way, because freaking their parents would have coffee with the principal, or they had high-paying jobs or like good positions, whatever it may be. There was one particular class where the students were just used to cheating, right, on exams. On the day of exam, everybody would have their own cheat sheet, and they would just, pass it over to everybody, or they would just like write it on their palm and just like cheat, right? Like some universities, they allow for an open book exam, but that's one thing, right? The other thing is like straight up just cheating, right? Hiding it from the professor or whatnot. So I didn't do that. For one time we had a class, we had an exam. I studied for the exam and I didn't do that. Now the teacher said, it's just going to be an exam, some written questions, and then you just answer it. I'm like, all right, dope. I studied, I got to class. Then I realized everybody was passing by a piece of paper. They offered me a piece of paper, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Because inside me, I'm like, I don't want to do that. It feels bad. I don't like doing it. I don't like cheating. I don't like that ish. I'd rather just take the L and then move on, right? Because it's just a grade at the end of the day. Anyways, so I failed that test. And then I checked my answers, and the answer wasn't wrong. It just wasn't exactly the answer that the teacher wrote in her book that she made us study. Because this book that we were studying off of was her book, right? That she published to the university library or whatever, and then she sold to the students. First of all, that in and of itself is what's it called? It's
conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest, right? You can't sell a book and force your students to buy it because it's force it into the syllabus. That's a conflict of interest. What the fudge? No, dude, what? Anyways, I bought the book. Did I? I don't even remember. I don't know. I didn't buy the book. I photocopied or I borrowed it. I don't remember, but somehow I got the material and I studied from it and whatever, right? But she's like, no, this answer is not wrong. This answer is wrong. And I'm like, it's not wrong. It's right. I'm writing it. It's the right answer, bro. What's the right answer? This. That's the same thing, just written in a different word. And she said, exactly. She said, I wanted you to study the book and then give me the answer from the book.
You bought a book? No, he didn't buy the book, Nita.
And then I'm like, what the are you I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yes, all the students did it. And I'm like, I didn't want. I'm not gonna snitch on people, right?
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Hope you guys are doing awesome.
I didn't snitch on anybody. I didn't snitch because it's already understood. Why the fudge would I snitch if it's already understood that everybody was doing that? And even she understood that by saying all the students, everybody else got the perfect answer, exactly what I asked for. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Bro, they copied and pasted the answer. Nobody's gonna memorize a book.
Nita says that Chris said that the right answer is always these nuts.
Is it? I don't think that was, she didn't write it. She didn't write that in her book, so it wasn't the right answer. It was close though. It was these nuices. But no, and I was like, man, that's so screwed up. And then I stopped caring even more. But I was like, all right, fudge it, whatever. Next time we have an exam, I'm gonna just straight up just cheat, bro. I'm just straight, because that's what you got to do. At the end of the day, that's when I knew this before, but it was all just like a business. Like you get the degree for the name of it and for, because the school is a business. Teachers didn't really care about whether or not the students were learning or not. But that's something I knew from the beginning anyways, from university. You should take responsibility for what you know. And the syllabus is something to guide you that hopefully the teacher can teach you, but at the end of the day, you gotta walk out with the degree and the knowledge, and that's your responsibility.
Streamy McStreamy, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Today's flavor is chocolate milkshake. Shout out to Nita for sponsoring. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing awesome. These dreams are steaming. That was common for me and Annika in college too. A lot of professors just like to stroke their ego and don't care to teach us Dustin. Mm-hmm. I think it depends on the faculty, because my faculty was a bit different. But my faculty, everybody was on scholarship.
And I was a good student too.
It was different.
I was never, because I was always on the defense of the teacher. There was always, I already talked about it on stream in other streams, about how sometimes the students would rile together if everybody got a bad grade, right? Which most of them they usually would. They would immediately blame the teacher and say the teacher didn't teach, right? And sometimes the teacher would definitely cheat. Sometimes the teacher would teach in other universities, and I would learn from them, and I would know. I'd be like, yeah, dude, that's legit. And the teacher would stay after class and teach students or whatever. So obviously there are some teachers that suck, but there are some teachers that do teach and are very respected, right? Because of what they know and how they want to teach, students legitimately. But sometimes you got students that don't even care, and they're like, no. He gave me a bad grade because, for whatever reason, because he hates me. And I'm going to tell the faculty, and I'm going to rile up the rest of the class, and I'm going to tell the teacher hates his students. And then I'm like, did you study? Do you know the material? No. So then he gave you a bad grade because you didn't know the answer. You don't know your material.
Hey, J2 Blue, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome and having a fantastic night. Kevin and Anna, did you both know that the waterfall level is exclusive to the Super NES version? I did not know that, Sailor Rama.
No, I want to try it. I might try it after this. I'll try the Super Nintendo. I want to try that out.
If you are just joining in, do not forget to like the stream. And I hope you're having a fantastic night. I had a class where I just played cards while the teacher wrote chapters from the book, and she didn't care what any student did. I stopped going because it was better for me to learn by myself, says Dasin.
Yeah, I've seen that. Bro, me too. Except I would not skip it. I would just, later down the line, I wanted to, but by then I already dropped out or whatever.
The only time I skipped a class was after I met Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
I had perfect attendance.
Wait, but that was because when I met you, I was already off the semester. I was just in extracurricular
Actually,
classes.
no. I missed class, but what I would do is I would end my classes 2 weeks earlier than everyone else.
Yeah.
Because they were pretty flexible. So what I would do is I would say, listen, can I just take the final exam now? And a lot of them would be like, yeah, you want to take the final exam now? You can take the final exam now, but you're not prepared. And I was like, okay, cool, because I had to go on orchestra trips and stuff. So they would give me the final exam, and they said a lot of times actually, they said, listen, we were going to take, for example, 10 questions out of this pool of questions. This pool of questions has 100 questions. If you take the exam now, you have to answer all 100 questions. If you take the exam afterwards, you have to answer 10 questions. Are you sure you want to take it now? And they're all like essay questions and stuff. And I'm like, I'll take it now. I need to go on this orchestra trip. I'm busy doing it.
Yeah.
So I took a lot of my exams. Most of my exams I took 2 weeks early, and I just ended all the classes early.
Hell yeah, dude. You take
And then the teacher was just like, yeah, you can do this. That's cool.
That's the best offer.
So I just did that with like most of my classes. I ended early. And so I gave all of my semester exams and homework and everything all ahead of time. Some of them were like, oh, you're going to have like this final paper and this final presentation and this final thing. If you do it now, you have to do everything alone. If you do it later, you have to do it in a group project. So I was like, alone? That's a lot better. So and a lot of them even said the paper will be double the amount of pages than if you actually waited to the end of the class. And I'm like, okay, cool.
But that's fair, right?
More writing, that's fine.
Do more work because you're doing less time in classes.
That's fine. So I ended up finishing a lot of my classes. I remember one time taking 4 exams in the exact same day, back to back to back to back. One like massive end of the semester exams because I had to go on this orchestra trip. And I didn't want to cancel my orchestra trip. So I have perfect attendance in school, but not because I was missing classes. It's because I ended the classes earlier.
But yeah, what that scene said, I feel that, man. I've had several teachers like that.
Pretty good. I've been playing some more Xenoblade. Awesome, J2 Blue. Hope you are enjoying Xenoblade. I took an online course one time, and the professor had no idea how to access YouTube to stream it to me.
Oof. Yeah. But like that one time where you caught me with a girl. Not caught me with the girl, but like saw me with the girl hugging. I told that story a while ago, like when we started streaming.
I didn't even know this movie had a game, says Uni.
That scene probably knows it. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't remember it. But like, who knows that story about the one time where Anna caught me with like a girl?
It's not really catching you with a girl. That sounds bad.
A girl. No. But like, caught me with a girl like that was hugging me. Outside, and she was crying, and like I was like comforting her.
I mean, it was obvious.
That was the dumbest thing ever because like
I didn't feel any certain way because that's obvious. Like if you see somebody crying, I'm gonna give them a hug. That's like normal.
Well, I don't know why I was the intended hugger.
I don't know. A lot of people like to give you hugs.
And I don't get it because I didn't really get along with anybody.
A lot of people like to give you hugs.
Everybody was just chilling, and they didn't know me because everybody in the school that I was in,
Maybe you just look like a huggable person.
In university, the school that I was, everybody knew each other from years ago, right? Because they all grew up in the same area, and they all grew up in the same high school. It's kind of like it's very normal. It's very normal for
nothing wrong with hugs.
It's very normal. It's not as normal in New York because like New York is such a big place and there's a lot of population.
Between engineering and biology, I think the faculties are pretty different, yet we experience the same things. It might be just a university then, Dasin.
That's just like
I wish they did that at my college, but they always said we would snitch the final exam to other students. What they do is they'd exclude us from the finals if we already had an A in class.
Oh yeah, that's also a valid concern. Yeah.
They told me like a lot of the times the final exam I had was nothing as what they had, and like they would make me write essay questions and then theirs would be multiple choice, super easy, and they were still getting like lower grades than what I did. But it is what it is. Kevin, do not stand still. And this levels is not here.
Oh, do not stand still. Okay, because thunder, right? All right, cool.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, so the one
hugs
time...
are too lewd according to anime. I mean, I don't know what type of anime hugs are happening there, but it's just like regular hugs.
No, but this was because there was a university professor that I actually respected, right? He was young. He was an architect. And he sounded like he knew what he was talking about. I mean, you have to because you're a professor, right? But sometimes you'd be surprised. But this guy, he was young. He was accomplished in his field in the sense that, you know, he's currently does projects. He works. He also teaches in this in the university that I was at, and also the state university, where in the state university they make you work, bro. Like, because everybody goes there, and it's a free university. So because it's free, they expect you to do really good. You know, if they're gonna pay for your education, they expect you to get good grades, and they expect you to like be good at the field. And I get that, which is fair, right?
Honestly, the same teachers that taught in the private universities there were teaching in the public universities.
Yeah, so
except they were teaching better.
This teacher, this teacher was teaching in
better classes
in both universities, a high-end university and like a state university, right? And then the guy, you know, he wasn't strict. He was just teaching and was like expecting people to do their homework or whatever, and or do their papers and then present new information to class and work in class. But the students would never do that, right? They would never contribute anything to the class, and they would just ignore the teacher and just, you know, dilly-dally or whatever. Anyways, one time the teacher got not salty, but he got mad at the students. And he said, listen, guys, you guys, I have to fail you if you guys don't show up to class, if you guys don't pay attention, if you guys don't do this, if you guys don't present your work, I have to fail you. Because a lot of the times when there were presentations, the students, most of the students would like do half-ass presentations. Like, they would be like high school presentations, nothing remotely close to like a third-year architecture student. So he would call them out on it, and when he would do that, oh my God, the kids, like the students, my fellow classmates, they'd get mad salty. And one day they all riled up. They all like gave this teacher an intervention of some sort, right? And then the teacher started saying like, yo, listen, this is my syllabus. You know, this is what I do, and I'm trying to do my best for you guys. And if you guys can't handle that, that's surprising because I know you guys can. I teach in other universities, and they show 10 times the amount of effort that you guys show. You guys aren't showing anything. They're a lot like they're smarter, and they work better, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And when he said that, people got salty, and this girl started crying, and then, you know, that's when I had to.
That way she was crying?
Yeah, she was crying because of something dumb like that. It was because the teacher pointed her out, or it wasn't pointing her out. It was just saying, listen, you guys are nowhere near the amount of student that
you
is
won't believe
this other school, right? Which is, it was fair to say because it was true. You won't believe
the things that were said in my classes.
Huh? Yeah.
People were like, the teachers were a lot meaner because all of us were on scholarship, and they said if you don't get, you know, like really, really good grades, you're going to have your scholarship taken away. And none of us could really afford those classes. So it was just like a really different vibe. So all the teachers were kind of like trying to fail us for the longest time, and they would say like really mean stuff to us all the time in classes. They would say things like, you guys are worthless, you're never gonna amount to anything, you guys suck as musicians, you guys are like this. Like, we were dealing with so much like bullying from the teachers like all the time. This one teacher was like, oh, they would do stupid stuff like, oh, this is a music exam, but you know what, today we're gonna give you a surprise quiz on architecture. And like, if you don't answer this, then you're not prepared for life. And if you're not prepared for life, I don't want to be associated with you. And you're associated with me by being my student. So you need to stop being dumb and actually apply yourself. And we're like, this wasn't even on the syllabus. One time we got graded on like cooking skills. We went over to the cafeteria in the university and we started like cooking something, and we got graded on how well we could make something. It was the stupidest thing ever. The teachers were just ridiculous. They were, like, a lot of the teachers. And they're like, someone said, this isn't fair, this isn't on the syllabus or something. Then they said, life isn't fair. It's better that you learn it now because everything's gonna suck, especially if you're a scholarship kid. You don't have money to afford anything, so you better get used to it because you're gonna get a job and then everyone's gonna tell you suck over there. And then we got a job. We got a job in an orchestra because we had an intern. All of us went and we interned, and then the director was like really, really, really mean. And they're like, you guys would never amount to anything. Can you guys even do like this or that? Or there's like, we got criticized on things that weren't even anything related to what we like music or anything. It was so stupid. And all of us were just like taking it, like none of us would cry over someone saying you're not at the same level. Like, we had freaking people cussing us out in Russian and everything daily. Daily.
Oh yeah.
And telling us about how we were like, I know so many swear words in Russian that were
actually a lot of Russian
that were said to me because a lot of the teachers were Russian. I got cussed out in Russian daily, and you're like, oh yeah, so and so called you this. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got called this today. Hey, cool. We'd like exchange insults that we were getting tossed at all the time. What happened to those teachers? Who hurt them? Soviet Russia, I think.
Oh my god.
Soviet Russia. Most of them are Russian. Well, that's on them. University classes are cutthroat and they're meant to be challenging to prove you actually can practice the degree you're aiming for. Bro, my first year engineering class, my teacher told me, you're not thinking as an engineer. This path is not for you. Just quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, they say that.
I got told that there was too much competition to be a violinist, so instead of doing that, I really should switch fields and be a sound engineer. And I was like, okay. And they said, so basically all of these things that you've learned so far is completely, utterly useless because you were never going to succeed in this field. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm just doing it for fun or something, whatever. And then they're like, yeah, but this isn't actually fun. If you took my class because you want fun, this is going to be living hell. And that was like the first day of class. And I was like, okay, cool. This is going to be great.
But like, to be fair.
Seems like something TH3 would say.
To be fair.
Oh my gosh. It was, honestly, it started making me laugh. But at the first, like,
It's screwed up to say.
I didn't know that teachers weren't like this until Kevin told me about his classes, and people were crying over someone being mean to them.
Oh yeah, my teacher was super sweet, man.
Like this one teacher was told this like one person, oh, you're gonna get like an 80 because you don't know any of the things in classes, and they start crying. Like I don't know. It was just a different vibe in the classes.
Bro,
I had.
like legit.
But the difference was that they had money to afford the college, and everyone in my faculty and classes basically didn't because they were opening up a new department and nobody had graduated from there, so they wanted people to graduate who were really good at it so that they could be like the exemplary students basically. So they gave scholarships to all of us so that they could be the first class because nobody wanted to be the first class in going through this degree program. And now I think the classes are like a lot easier or whatever, and I think most of those teachers were fired. Like,
how do I get up?
That's the one teacher where they're like, you take this singing class. I told this one time, I think. You take this singing class, and then in music, they always give you like metaphors for everything. And then you're just expected to know what you're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, most of the time, you're completely, utterly clueless. Like, you have no clue what they're talking about, right? So, like, for example, this happens, like, all the freaking time. Like, this one teacher told me, listen, you're on a mountain, and you're driving up this very steep hill.
That's right.
And there's no security railings. Okay? There's no security railing. So you're going up super, super fast in a Lamborghini. And you're going over 80. So you can easily go off the road, okay? But you're going super, super fast. You get to the top of that mountain. What do? You decide to turn around and go really fast down the hill. Yep. So now you have to deal with the acceleration of the hill as well.
That's right. Yep.
Okay. But now, they say something else. They say, and then you get halfway down that side of that mountain, rushing down the Lamborghini at around over 80, okay? And you realize you don't have a driver's
Yeah.
You don't have a driver's license. And you've been driving this car illegally Wait, I can't laugh. This is so stupid. And you've been driving this car illegally because you don't have a driver's license, and you're now rushing down the side of the mountain that's super, super steep in a bunch of circles in a Lamborghini going over 80, and you have no driver's license. And they're like, do you see where I'm going with this?
No.
And then you're like, no. So you kind of like look clueless, right? And they're like, don't you dare say no because we're not quitters. This was like one of the more encouraging ones. And they're like, and you're like, okay. And they're like, okay, now do that. Do that method. And make sure you remember that and do that method while you're singing. And you're like, what the fudge am I supposed to be doing?
That's right.
That makes no sense.
Oh.
I don't even know what part of singing is the Lamborghini. What does my driver's license have anything to do?
Well,
Why am I rushing down the mountain on steep curves?
I took a side
How
class
am I
with that
supposed
same
to do
dude.
this? How am I supposed to sing this
I took
song?
a side class with that same
How
dude.
does-
He said the same thing.
How does that translate to me singing Ave Maria by Schubert? This doesn't make sense.
I wanted to get back into singing, so I wanted some actual training, like formal training.
That's a legitimate example that
And I
happened.
went to that guy.
And I'm like, well, I don't know how this works. Like, bro, I don't.
And the guy said the same
confused.
thing. And he said, what's wrong is that you are a race car and you're going up the mountain.
Oh, he did the mountain thing
You're
with you
going
too.
too fast. And then you're also speeding, but you don't have a driver. Yeah, all of that. Like, what
Why? And then they say, okay,
you
now do
talking
that.
about, dude? And then he
do
says,
that.
Then he says, yeah.
They just
So,
kind of reach out and they're
so
like, now do that.
So now you understand. Now
And
do
you're
that.
like,
I'm like, what did you
how?
just say, though?
And that's how a lot
What?
of music classes went.
And then you don't do it, and then he's like, oh, you didn't do it.
Legit.
Like, do what?
Most of the time, that happened with violin and everything
I don't know
too.
what you're talking
Like
about.
the way I
Stop.
learned violin was actually by me saying, I understand. Could you show me an example? And then they would take the violin and they do it, and then I would just look at that, memorize it, and then copy that, and then I'd figure out, okay, that's what they meant. Because I could not understand anything that they were telling me. And it wasn't because I didn't understand the language.
I don't think they know
It
what
was
they
the
were talking
exact same
about.
thing in English. Like, my mom gave me a lot of violin lessons growing up,
I sure can.
and she explained things the exact same way. And I had other teachers, and they did none of the people knew how to explain anything.
Musician, bruh.
It was really, really confusing. When I started giving lessons, I started explaining things, and I had a lot of students tell me, listen, you're the only person that I've ever met that has ever explained anything, and it's actually kind of weird.
Well, it's not just
And
a
I was
matter. You know
like-
what it is? It's not just a matter
I was
of
like,
knowing.
yeah, but it's like really confusing. Like, you have to know how to explain it. Maybe they didn't know how to explain
exactly.
it.
You need to
But, like,
you need to know how to teach.
So a lot
it's
of
not
the
just
people,
knowing the subject.
A lot of the people that taught me, they were really good musicians, right? But like, I could not understand a word of what they were saying. They would just say, you're doing it wrong, insult you, and then give you a really weird metaphor. There was this other one, right? I was playing piano. And my piano teacher turns to me and says, listen, I was playing Für Elise by Beethoven on the piano. He says, no, stop. First of all, this doesn't even sound like it's for Elise. This sounds like it's for Juan. And you're like, what's wrong with Juan? So then your immediate reaction is, what's
Whoa.
wrong with Juan?
That was a
There's
good one,
nothing
bro.
wrong
Wait,
with that.
yo.
And they're like,
Wait, hold
everything
up.
is wrong.
What's wrong with Juan, bro?
Exactly.
Hey, yo,
So then
listen.
I'm like,
don't
bro,
bring my homie into this, dude.
Welcome back, Switchlight. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with Juan? And then he's like, okay, you're right. My bad. It's obviously Jorge. And I'm like, what's wrong with Jorge? And he's like, no, listen. If it was for Elise, it would be super, super sweet, delicate, like a ballet dancer, like this or that, right?
I'm offended
And
right
this
now,
sounds,
homie.
This sounds like Juan
Jorge
going
and Juan
downtown
can-
with an elephant.
Oh my God.
Walking around down the main boulevard, and you're like,
Going downtown.
you're like,
Yo, listen, man. Don't come at me
you're
like
like,
that, bro.
why is Juan going downtown with an elephant? Is what I'd like to know on the main boulevard. He's definitely gonna get stuck in traffic. Like, how does this relate to how I was playing the piano right now? And he's like, okay. He's like, do you understand? And I'm like, no, I don't understand. He's like, okay, listen, forget that. Scratch that. I'll start again. I'm like, okay, yes, please. Because that first metaphor's not working. I don't understand. Juan's going down the boulevard downtown with the elephant. Whatever. It's not for Elise. It's for Juan. Okay, whatever. So obviously he didn't like Juan. I don't know what's wrong with Juan.
He had beef with Juan from
So
downtown.
then he says, okay, listen, you know how to make bread, right? And I was like, yeah, I know how to make bread. And he's like, you make it from scratch, right? I'm like, yeah, I get the, the wheat berries and I grind it up and I make my own flour. And so I was explaining how I made my bread. And I get the yeast and everything. I make it completely from scratch. And he's like, yeah, I remember because you gave me bread. And I'm like, okay, then why would you ask me if I know how to make bread? I've given you cinnamon rolls. I've given you bread. I've made it from scratch.
He's like, oh, that checks out.
Why would you ask me the details? And so he's like, okay, so you know that when you're kneading the bread, first of all, this man didn't know how to make bread. He's like, you know how when you're kneading the bread and you make the dough, you want to do a scratching motion. You're like,
no, you don't.
What? He's like, yeah, you take the tips of your fingers and you just scratch along.
Stop. I need to focus, bro. I need to focus.
He said, when you have the dough and you need to mix it, you take the tips of your fingers and you just scratch it along the surface.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it turns into a loaf of bread, and then you put that in the pan. And I'm like, no, that's not. I said, no, really, if anything, I use more like the palm of my hand to like knead. Are you talking about kneading? Because that's definitely not how kneading works. And he's like,
you scratch it with the,
He's like, what is kneading? And I'm like, when you take the palm of your hand and you push it down on the flour mixture so that it all becomes one consistency, so then you can roll it out and form it into a loaf to then bake the bread. And he goes, why are you making this more complicated than what it has to be?
Bro.
I'm like, I'm just trying to understand what this analogy is going for, because I legitimately want to learn piano. This man's a concert pianist, won a whole bunch of medals and everything in like competitions, and I was really like, I'm so lucky to have lessons with this guy. I could not understand a word this guy was telling me. We could not understand anything. So then he's like, no, listen. I'm like, so I explained how I was kneading bread, how you knead bread. And then he's like, okay, well, you're obviously doing it wrong. That's what he said. He's like, so just imagine that you have the dough. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to imagine whatever it is he says is right? He's wrong about making bread, but I'm going to just imagine it, right? You have the loaf of bread. You take the tips of your fingers. You scratch along the surface. Do that on the piano as you're playing.
Exactly. Scratch the piano.
You're like, okay, so then what do? I sit down at the piano and I start scratching along the surface. He stops me almost like after like 10 seconds. He goes, stop. What the fudge are you doing? Except he said it like a swear word. He's like, what the fudge are you doing? And he said it in Spanish. And I was like, I'm scratching the surface of the bread as I play the you just told me this, man. And he's like, this is why you haven't learned earlier. You're obviously like, you don't understand anything. And I'm like, bro, I'm really trying here. I'm really trying here. So then I said, okay, you're right. Could you please just sit down and show me what I have to do? So then he plays, and then I notice it.
By the way, GG's, I just beat the game.
I notice it. GG's, Kevin, you beat the game. I notice it, and then I was able to do it exactly. But that was just like, that's metaphors. Like, man, I have so many stupid music metaphors. GG, Kevin, GG.
Thank you.
GG for beating the game.
Carry on. I'm just a background here.
GG.
It's all
Everyone
good.
do hashtag GG. Not hashtag, just do GG in the chat.
It's all good, peeps.
Bro, my coding class teacher also used a car metaphor. He's like, I'll first teach you the way of the Prius. Then after a few classes, you'll be driving a Ferrari.
Hey, I don't know, man. Cars
nice, Kevin. Good completionist is Audrey.
Cars are just...
I'm starting to think they just wanted cars. I think your teachers were sniffing white stuff up their noses in the faculty room, says Eureka. Maybe. Scratch the dough. Now, Kevin, we can call these teachers dumbasses, says
There
Dusty.
you go, dumbass.
Oh my gosh. Although I wouldn't use a metaphor like that. He says Eureka. GG, says Sailorama. And Audrey, Eureka, Dasin.
Thank you.
G2 Blue.
Let's do another one.
Nita says already. Yep. Nice.
Let's do another one.
Kevin, good completion. GG.
Oh,
Don't forget to
Tinkerbell.
like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Oh my gosh. Hey, Kazumi. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Hey,
Hope you're
Kazumi.
doing awesome and having a fantastic night. Oh my gosh. So many music metaphors. I went to this one teacher one time. Violin teacher. And they looked at me and they said, no, I'm not going to teach her. Without me even taking out the violin. And I said, I'm sorry. Did I offend you in some way? And they said, I can tell by your face, you don't have what it takes.
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay, I'm terribly sorry. And then my mom, who had come with me, says, I think she likes you. She's really taking a liking to you. And I'm like, she just said doesn't have what it takes because of her face. Why? Why?
That's a compliment.
Why? And she's like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. The teacher was Russian. She's like, you don't understand. In Russian, that's a compliment. I'm like, why? Why?
You don't like your face.
By the way, you're all squatting up in strikers in an hour. I don't know if I'm going to play the demo. I might, but I don't know.
So wait, so it's online now? I can't.
in an hour.
I have to be honest. I have no idea what's going on right now.
In an hour, I think. Munchkin, did you beat it? Yes, Nita, he beat the game.
Yes, I did. I don't know what I'm going to do in an hour, to be honest.
This one teacher.
I haven't even downloaded. I haven't played anything of Strikers. I figured I would play with everybody when the game comes out. But I think some
it's
peeps
online
already
at
started.
8 p.m. PT.
Oof.
I think it's in an hour.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I think people already got squads up.
GG Kevin, let's go. Thank you, Rufus. Thank you.
Who's played it? Have you guys are you guys playing it for the first time? So explain to me what's the dealio with that? Because I think there was like some kind of demo, but I believe the demo wasn't multiplayer, and now it's multiplayer, and something like that.
It's multiplayer now, I believe. We've only been playing the tutorial system.
Yes, it's tutorial. Okay, so you haven't played any multiplayer stuff.
GG's,
I'll join.
Thank you, Nita.
I'll join. I can join. Yeah, I'll join.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys,
if you
haven't already.
Who's in the team? I gotta download the game though.
You can try out Lion King if you want, says Nita.
No. I'm playing the Super Nintendo one.
The first multiplayer session is tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. It's in an hour. I just know what works in my head. If I'm going to teach somebody, I'd probably just show them, says Eureka. If you're going to teach them, tell them what you need them to do, and then give them an example by showing them. It's just like, but like a lot of teachers didn't want to do that, and some teachers were trying to teach me, but they didn't know how to play the thing, because then they were like, if I was just going to play it for you, you would never learn, is what they said. And then I was like, oh, okay, so I get it. You can't play this complicated passage that you're trying to get me to play right now.
Dang, right.
Because that's what happened with some teachers. Some teachers tried to give you these really abstract things, because I think that a couple of them realized I can say absolute BS, and then I'm a qualified music teacher, and like I don't have to learn these passages and be able to play them. So a couple times I was at a teacher's place, and they couldn't play the passage, and then they got insulted when I asked them to please give me an example of what they were asking me to do, and because I could not understand their tutorials, and they said, no, if I was gonna play it, you're never gonna learn. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
So you can't play it.
I said, okay, cool. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I understand what that means, and I hope you have an amazing day. And they said, wait, what's that supposed to mean? I said, oh, what I'm understanding by this is that you cannot currently play this passage. You need more time to practice. I understand. That's fine. I'm not going to waste my time with this lesson. Have a good day. They got so mad at me. They grabbed the violin. Because it was in the very first beginning of the lesson. They grabbed the violin and they said, I'll show you. And they could not play it. They legitimately could not play anything that I was playing. They could not play anything. And I was like, okay, I understand, sometimes you have to practice. They're like, no, I don't have to practice. I am a master. I am whatever. I am a god. And I'm like, okay, but you can't play this passage though, so... And I was an advanced student, so... They got so mad at me that they tried to...
They just have to warm up.
They tried to ruin my musician career that I had at the moment. They knew like a whole bunch of people, and they called those people to tell them that I was a terrible person, that I'm never on time, that I'm always going to be late. And first of all, I was always like an hour early to every single thing, because I was just really, 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 really stuck up about that. I never was late anywhere. And in Ecuador, everybody's late by like 30 to 40 minutes.
That's true.
So I was early by almost 2 hours at every single event all the time. And I just felt better that way, so I just did that. But like they were like, this person's never going to show up on time. They're a horrible person. They're super defiant. But it's because they had their ego hurt so bad that they could not play the passage. But they were trying to scam me, because they couldn't play the passage and teach me how to actually play what I needed to play technically. They shouldn't have been teaching me. They thought that I was less advanced than what I actually was, and they weren't able to give any examples. And then they felt bad that I was like, I'm not going to take this class then. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. And they got really butthurt. That person was butthurt at me for probably at least 3 years. Because I saw them 3 years later, and they were like really snippy towards me, and they're like, oh, hello, how are you doing today? Show off. And I was like, what the fudge, bro? It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. Brandon is laughing. Oh my gosh. I knew some teachers like that. I will download it later tonight, says Nita. Yeah, they're doing training exercises and Strikers demos. I might actually get the game myself, possibly this weekend. I just need at least 3 eShop cards. Hopefully you get it soon, Switch Lite.
Hey, you got the Switch Lite.
Oh
But
my gosh.
I'll play. I'll play it later
Dassine
tonight.
is going to be playing Fortnite. I also forgot Annika was going to play for a bit. Nice. Anna exposing teachers. I can play tonight. Tell her, Nita. Dang,
So
Dassine. How are you going to forget that Annika was going to play, says Nita? I can download it. Anna said butthurt. Yeah, butthurt. Teacher was hella butthurt.
So who's playing Strikers tonight? Maybe we can get a little squad going or something. You know?
Oh my gosh, that
I'm
teacher
late
was
night.
so freaking salty.
I'm
It
late
was so
night,
salty.
so I can play like after the stream. Maybe I'm gonna be eating dinner though, so like midnight maybe. I'm down for that.
I would never tell her unless she comes in. She's a little scary sometimes. Annika's not scary. Annika's super, super sweet.
She's a little scary sometimes.
So first, I'll get Odyssey, then I'll officially buy Strikers for now. I have the demo. Nice, Switch Lite.
Nice.
Don't
Enjoy
forget
the
to like
demo.
the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Hope you guys are doing awesome. We had a math teacher like that. He says Eureka. The only issue is like when they can't explain what they need to do. Like, you can be out of practice, but if you can explain it correctly, then you know it's not that big of an issue. But if you're teaching something technical and you can't explain what you're supposed to do, you can't show an example of what you're supposed to do, how in the world are you supposed to be able to like have someone learn? Like, how? She's super scary. She is not, Brandon. Bruh, it's only up for an hour, says Dassine.
It's only for an hour?
She would get drunk before class, actually, says Eureka.
I'm not gonna be able. By the time I can't.
Annika only gets scary towards Dassine. It's fine, says Sonic Master. Oh my gosh. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
So it's only an hour. I thought it was like
It's for an hour, 8 to 9 p.m.
Oh, that's dumb.
PT time.
Only an hour.
Honestly, I think I'm probably just gonna play when the game comes out.
Just play when it comes out. I thought it was gonna be out for like
Yes,
a week
she is.
or like
Oh my
till
gosh.
it comes out. I don't know.
Hey, Rob Gamer, welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Hey, Rob
Hope
Gamer.
you're doing awesome and having a fantastic night. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
I want to try. Nita, can I try out Lion King real quick?
Brandon, why are you saying that Annika is scary? Why are you all calling my wife scary? LMAO. I'm thinking it might be Fortnite related, but I'm not 100% sure, Dassine.
I mean,
We're doing pretty good, Rob Gamer. Hope you're doing awesome. Don't forget to like the stream. How are you doing today? She was really nice once knew we found out her secret and gave the class donuts. Nice.
Nice.
Yes, says
Wait,
Nita.
what secret?
That she was drinking before class.
Bruh. Wait, I missed that.
You want to know
Who's
something
teacher?
funny? She tried to run me over with the car, and you dodged it, Brandon, and you were perfectly fine. So what is the issue?
What is the issue, Brandon? Jeez, move on, bro. Jeez.
I'm just bothering you. It's fine. Yo, Juice Man, welcome to the stream.
Hey, yo,
how you doing
Juice
today?
Man, how you
What's
doing?
up, my people? We are doing awesome, Juice Man. Hope
And
you're doing awesome.
talking about
I'm
teachers
talking about a lot of random stuff. So it's been super
We
random.
went through like so much today, man.
We
We
really
went
did.
through parenthood.
And
Like, how would we address our kids?
Don't forget to
We
like the
went
stream.
to- Anna forgot her milk. Anna forgot the. Oh my God! I gotta tell
I
my
don't even want to
parents,
talk
bro.
about that right now.
Yeah, yo,
I don't
we
want to
forgot-
deal with that right now. We'll deal with that later.
We left the milk.
Jesse threw a Christmas tree at me. Says
Now we gotta deal with not having milk.
Strikers test is 1 hour time window. Only downside with it, yeah. They're gonna have 6 sessions of 1 hour during the weekend. I hate it too, but I'm up since I'm up at 11 p.m. Might as well play it. Says Dassine. That's fair.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
mad about all the double comments. Says Brandon. Oh my gosh.
I love this game. This
Oh
game
my
is so,
gosh.
it's so
Also,
cute.
tell Kev your thoughts on the art style of Street Fighter 6. Is Christic Juice
Oh,
Man.
yo, Juice Man, Chris told me that you didn't like the art style for Street Fighter 6. I saw something. I saw you said that that you weren't impressed by it, which is which impressed by the trailer.
Thank you for sharing the times for the Switch demo, Switch Lite. Appreciate it.
But the art style. Do you not like the art style? Why so? Why so? Just curious.
Your last comment, Sonic Master, was not addressed at me. It was addressed at Dassine, so that's why I did not read it. If you address a comment at Dassine, then I don't read it. Annika only gets scary towards Dassine. It is fine, says Sonic Master.
No,
I did throw a tree at Brandon, and I hope you're putting it to good use, says Dassine.
No, Annika's the sweetest, bro. Annika's the sweetest.
She did try to run Brandon over with a car.
Yeah, and she does. She can be scary if you're her enemy. If you're her enemy, then yeah, you gotta run, bro. She gets scary, dude. I've seen Annika destroy 2 teams. 2 teams and freaking get the battle victory royale last second.
No, Annika's the sweetest.
Freaking dope.
You have to do a spin attack like Sonic on those porcupines is not here.
Oh, okay.
It's too realistic looking. It's almost MK-ish, says Juice Man.
No. I mean, I'm gonna disagree, Juice Man, because it doesn't. The body proportions for like the dudes, it's not all there. It's still got that Street Fighter cartoony vibes to it, you know? And the art style in and of itself, I like it. I do. I really do like it. It's beautiful, in my opinion. It's got the freaking the graffiti effects and like Submarine said before. There's the clip, right?
Seems more stylized to me, said J2 Blue.
Yeah, it's very stylized, and I love that ish, bro. The freaking the Splatoon ink stuff gets left behind when you start a special of some sort, right? So in the trailer, you see that besides the like the shadow effect, like the blue and the yellow shadow effect that comes out of Luke,
Annika's not scary. Look, Annika just wrote, "I'm not scary."
Or the other character. When they were doing their specials, you see like a ink splot on the ground. Everything's so freaking colorful. I love it when they use color in video games. I love that ish. Like for real.
Annika, you're not scary. Don't worry. You're not scary. You're the sweetest.
Annika's not scary. Annika's super sweet.
Welcome to the stream, Annika. Hope you're doing awesome and having a fantastic day. How are you doing today?
How you doing, Annika?
They go a bit realistic with the ink and graffitis. It looks incredible in my opinion since I've seen.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
like
full
that.
on realistic, but more like stylized realistic, if that makes sense. And then there's all those paint splatter effects, as Juice Man.
Yeah,
Juice
it's
Man's
stylized.
Juice Man's like, why do they have these paint splatter effects? What is this, freaking Splatoon?
I like it though. It's I don't know. I like the color. I like the effects. I like the animations. You know, there's a ton of animations, man. They really put in a lot of work for that.
So it looks more realistic. Then there's all this paint stuff when they're doing moves, this Juice Man.
But I think it matches it though, because it looks more realistic in the sense that it's more it's rendered out to be more realistic, right? Because I don't think the proportions of these characters, except maybe like even Chun-Li, like freaking the proportions of a lot of these characters are still Street Fighter-ish, right? They're still brawlic AF. It's not proportionally, it's not realistic. Like the renderization of these models and the environments are a little bit more realistic because of the RE engine, because they want to showcase like the freaking, they want to showcase the little the muscles and the veins and all that ish. So they want to flex that the RE engine a little bit, but I still don't think it's like Mortal Kombat realistic, you know?
I don't think the characters look MK realistic. They're more defined since I've seen.
Yeah, it's not Mortal Kombat realistic, because Mortal Kombat, you know, everybody looks like regular people.
Also,
no, you're not gonna find Ryu out in the streets here, bro.
The open world aspect of Street Fighter does look awesome too, says Rob.
Yes, it's not open. I think it's like a lobby of some sort, right?
Also, welcome to the stream, Juice Man and Annika. Let me play your guys' intro. Hope you guys are doing awesome and having a fantastic night.
Dun, 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 dun.
Welcome to the stream, Juice Man and Annika. Hope you guys are doing awesome, having a fantastic night. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Today's flavor is chocolate milkshakes. And shout out to Nita for sponsoring. We love and appreciate you very much. Annika's the GOAT, though. I love her, says Nita. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And Annika's freaking GOAT.
Annika's freaking awesome and badass.
But, like, I get it. Like, if you don't like it, it's all good, Juice Man. I'm only going to hate you a little bit. I'm kidding.
It's still using... Why? It's a difference of opinion.
I just can't say Juice Man the same way anymore, man.
It's
not
still
the same, dude.
It's still using the F4 design, but characters are way more animated with much more definition to them. I just think it looks stylish, which is what SF missed when it went to SF5, says Dusty.
Yeah, I think that's what people wanted, right? People want, like, a stylized Street Fighter, right? That's what they want, that pizzazz. They want... What's the arrow for? What the fudge was the arrow? Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Tutorial, you have to jump up.
Down.
Yeah, you better remember all these things because it's important to know. They're teaching it right now. Yeah, no, you had to land on the platform there.
This is so stupid.
No, you have to land on the platform there.
You have to land on the platform for real, for real?
Yeah, you have to time it right. Now, see,
what are you talking about?
I'm telling you, I passed this.
Dude.
You have to land on the platform there.
You did this as a kid? Why did you hate yourself?
Kevin, look, you have to land on the little platform so that they keep going. You didn't double jump there. Double jump earlier. Double jump now. Bump. Okay. No.
Where did the ostrich go?
Do you see where the platform is? You have to wait for the ostrich to go past there, because he's running too fast.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Enjoy the game.
Jump, jump. Wait, double jump. Jump, jump. Wait. Where is the stupid ass ostrich, bro?
Yeah, that's why you have to land on the platform.
Oh, I understand now. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, you have to land on the platform so the ostrich can keep running. Because I love Lion King. Also, my mom didn't know better. Lol, says Dusty. No rewind on here so you can really enjoy the level, Munchkins, says Nita.
Okay, fine. No rewind. No rewind. No rewind. Really enjoy the level. Oh. Nita, what are you gonna do to me, Nita?
Has returned.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh no, dude.
Oh my gosh. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
I love how the music is just can't wait to be king. And then like in the foreground you're just in agony. But this music is so
Do you want to know another stupid metaphor in music that I was told as well?
What? Oh, no rewind.
I was playing piano again. Same teacher. And the teacher was like, Anna, stop. Now listen. That's the teacher would say that. Be like, Anna, stop. Now listen. What do you hear? And I was like...
Silence?
The car outside because there's a main highway or something outside. And he's like, no. Really listen. What do you hear? And I was like... The air conditioner's kind of whirring a bit? No. Stop. Take this seriously. I have all day. And I'm like, I have a limited amount of resources. I can only afford 1 hour of your time, man. And they're like, no, listen. What do you hear? And then I said, could you just tell me? Because I don't think I'm going to get this. And he's like, wow, so you are doubting your intellectual ability.
Oh my God.
And I was like, well... I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be hearing right now, to be honest. I'm very much confused. And they're like, good. Admitting confusion? That's good.
Bro, I jumped. When do you want me to jump?
Do you know what the answer to that question was?
What was it?
Air.
You can't hear air, you
Thank you.
dumbass.
And I was like, there's no breeze, though. There's not even a fan, man. How am I supposed to hear this air? And they're like, because I said silence, right? And they're like, no. Why would you hear silence? If you're hearing silence, doesn't make sense.
Why would you hear air?
Thank you.
Freaking
He's like,
weirdo.
You know what you hear? Air. Because I said, I guess silence. And he's like, no, obviously. Like, stop. Dumb answer. Like, why would you say that? Oh my gosh, it's such a dumb answer.
You know what? If you ask a dumb question.
Hear air. And I was like, okay, let's continue with this. Where are we going with this? You know, because like... Where are we going with this? Welcome back, Gladiator. Yes, we are still streaming. Like, where are we going with this? Why does Anna have so many terrible music teachers? Oh my gosh, J2 Blue, all of them were like this. All of them were like this. I learned by them sitting down, giving me an example, and then I just copied them. And I learned a lot from YouTube videos because all of these explanations, I didn't understand anything. Maybe I didn't understand what they were doing. Maybe they were terrible teachers. I never really had teachers in the States. I had a few of them, but most of my teachers were Russian or from other places, and like they weren't in the States, so like I don't know. Maybe it's different. I don't know. But like it was really, really confusing because my mom also plays classical music and she would explain things the exact same way. So I think it's a classical music thing. I don't really know. All of them would explain things like this. And they're like, listen, you hear air. Now, what is that air doing? And I'm like, being still because there's not even a breeze. And they're like, no, the air is being breathy. And I'm like, okay. The air is being breathy. He's like, when you think of breathy, what do you think? And I'm like, a mountain with like fresh air. Like, wrong answer. What do you think? I'm like,
How is that the wrong answer?
I'm like,
you just asked me what I think.
I'm like, a really weird phone call. Wrong answer. I'm like,
What do you think? You're thinking wrong.
I don't. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Like, no, when you think breathy, what do you think?
That's not what you think.
And I'm like,
I know
field
what
of
you think.
flowers? And he's like, close, but wrong. And I'm like, okay, so a field of flowers is close here.
Play charades.
I was like,
but with words and not charades at all.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Munchin, you can rewind. It's going to take a while, says Nita.
No. We don't rewind here.
The music teachers I had terrible analogies, J2 Blue. I can't speak for all music teachers. The ones I had were really, really bad. What WTF does breathy even mean? See, that's the scene. I got to this point, too. I was like, what do you mean when you say breathy? Because he kept saying everything was wrong, right? And then he was like, it means you have to be lighter. You have to lift your fingers lighter.
Was it Batman?
You have to imagine that you are not 500 pounds and that you are just a paperweight. And I'm like, okay, my fingers aren't 500 pounds, but okay. He's like, you are playing right now like a rhinoceros. And I'm like, okay, why don't you just say like a lighter touch then? He's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I say that? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, okay, do you want me to do like a musical term like staccato for like short, lighter notes? And like, no, like, stop being ridiculous. I just want you to start playing like a paperweight.
You mean lighter? No.
And make it
paperweight.
Pretend, be the air, feel the air, be the air. Okay, now you ready? Do that on piano. I'm like, what? What? You know what I was playing? I was playing a really angry song by Chopin. There was like, it wasn't even a light song. It wasn't even Mozart. I've heard a lot of things like that described Mozart because it's lighter and it's more major.
And it's playing heavy metal.
It was dark.
The equivalent of heavy metal for classical music.
And it was like, what the fudge was happening? Hey, Miss Bella Bell, welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Hey, Miss Bella Bell.
Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. I've never experienced these type of teachers. Sorry you had to experience them. I'm not, Switch. It was hilarious. Now that I think back, it was a great experience.
It's kind of normal. Like, you always get
But it was like, oh my gosh. I probably could have learned a lot faster if they actually explained things clearly. So I really appreciate somebody telling me very clear instructions, because with instructions, I feel like I'm good at following instructions. I feel like I can understand things and be like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is how you do it. So like YouTube videos were so much clearer than the things that my teachers were telling me. You can hear air once it reaches a certain speed, and you can hear the air going through someone's lips when they whistle or someone's breathing heavy. Still, your teacher sounds sus, yeah. But it was just an empty room with nothing. There wasn't even air, like the air conditioning was on, but there wasn't like, you didn't hear the sound of circulating air.
Guys, tell me what you hear right now.
Was he trying to teach you music, or was he trying to make you a fudging Jedi? Dasim?
I can't.
Dasim? You won't believe.
With the jokes today, huh?
No, it's not even a joke. Dasim, you won't believe how many times I felt like it was ridiculous. He talked about using the power of your mind. He talked about harnessing your inner whatever to like project things, and it was piano.
Use the force. How do you use the force? Use the force. Teach you, must I?
I had this one class. He said, "Look at the piano. Now, don't touch the piano." And I was like, when I sit down, listen, I sit down at the piano.
Look at the piano.
I sit down at the piano.
Don't touch it.
No, listen.
Play.
Listen.
Like, how?
I sat down at the
With
piano.
Your mind.
No, listen. I sat down at the piano. These are real things that happened to me. I sat down at the piano. When I sit down at the piano, my immediate reaction is to put my hands lightly on the piano in the position about to play the piano. I feel like that's normal. And he was like, no. Slaps my hand. Don't touch the piano. And I was like,
bad Anna.
Okay, so I'm at a piano music lesson and I'm not supposed to touch the piano. I'm like, okay, so I put my hands on my lap. I don't touch the piano. And he's like, now look at the keyboard. And I look at it and he's like, do you see the way the keys glisten? And I'm like, yeah, I see the way there's the light reflecting, whatever, cool. I want to play something. And they're like, do you feel the way it would feel as if you touched them? And I'm like, no, because I'm not touching them. Because you told me not to. And he's like,
where'd he go?
You're never going to learn if you keep up with the smart aleck type comments. And I'm like, okay, fine, right. Get past my own mind. I'm not going to be a smart aleck. I'm going to actually try to learn whatever you're teaching me. And he's like, now imagine that you're playing the piece of music. Now look at your piano music and then just imagine that you're playing that. Okay. Can you imagine? I'm like, yeah, I can imagine myself playing this. Do you want me to play this now? Because I practiced. And they're like, so I'm like, do you want me to play this now? And I almost accidentally touched the piano. He slaps my hand again. No. I said, don't touch the piano. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, okay.
How?
Now just picture yourself playing. Now, I want you to imagine yourself playing this piece on the piano for 15 minutes. And I was like, wait a second, man. Wait a second. Bro, I practice this music. I know it backwards and forwards. Bro. I just want you to listen to me play the piano.
You got scammed.
I just want you to listen. And he said, if you touch that piano before 15 minutes is up, I am no longer going to be your teacher. And then I touch the piano. He calls my mom. He says, your daughter's being extremely stubborn and is refusing to learn. I cannot deal with such insubordinates. And I'm like, can I talk to my mom? Because I didn't have a cell phone. And I talked to my mom and I'm like, Mom, he's telling me not to touch the piano. I'm in a piano lesson. How am I supposed to play the piano? You know, I think I need another teacher. And I said it in front of this guy. And my mom was like, wait, he told you not to touch the piano? Anna, what the fudge are you doing touching the piano?
What are you doing? You're not supposed to touch the piano.
Like, obviously, he's trying to teach you the mental powers of the piano. And I'm like, but I practiced, though. I don't need to sit here and pretend I didn't practice. I practiced, though. Like, no. You need to go through the process, Anna. All musicians go through this process. You're gonna have to go through this process in violin, too. You just look at the violin and you just imagine yourself playing the violin and what it would feel like to play it. I'm like, but I can actually play it right now. No, stop.
What's hitting me?
Don't let your mind hinder you. And then you know what happened? After 15 minutes was up, he's like, okay, now play. And I know that you're going to do an amazing job because you did this mental process. I played, I aced it because I already knew that I knew the piece backwards and forwards. I really, really practiced it. I knew everything by memory. I didn't even need the music. And he's like, see, I'm a good teacher. He would just be like, I'm a good teacher. Oh, yes. I'm like this. I'm like, bro, I practiced. I went backwards and forwards and like, I know my stuff. Like, I don't come to lessons unprepared. Like, I really, really, really practiced. You know, I was practicing freaking 4 to 5 hours a day on piano and like 3 to 4 hours a day on violin. I had like no life at one point and I was only just doing piano and violin. I wasn't even talking to people. And so it was just like, and that I like, it was like a long time. And so I was like, see, I have like, my teachers always complimented themselves in my lesson. They'd be like, I'm an amazing teacher. All people would love to learn from the greatness that I am as your teacher. And I was like, oh my gosh, man. Yeah, so like, and if you don't say, yes, you're an amazing teacher, they never get off of it. They just keep doing it. Oh my gosh, the teacher sounds like a dumbass. He low-key was, but he was really good at playing piano. But he could not teach for the life of him. I said it before and I will say it again, Anna needs to make a book. I learned more going to his concerts and watching him play the piano than what I actually did in those lessons. So I quit taking those lessons after 6 months. I couldn't learn anything from him. And I just went to his concerts and observed, and I ended up learning a lot more. So I basically just taught myself piano. Because I could not understand him at all. So then my mom put me in lessons with another teacher, and I couldn't understand that one either. And then they're like, oh, you're just not musically gifted. And I'm like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to? I'm dealing with making bread, and race car analogies, and things like this. One person was trying to tell me how to knit, and they don't even know how to knit. I'm like, if you're gonna use an analogy, it needs to make sense. Like, use an analogy that you know of. That is the only time I have seen anybody use an analogy and try to use something that they don't have any idea about what's done. It's like me trying to give an analogy about being an engineer when I have no clue what's happening over there.
Listen, man, life is like an engineering job. Sometimes you miscalculate, which engineers do all the time.
That's why the buildings fall down. You're like, what?
You need to understand that as an engineer, you will miscalculate constantly. But it's not about all those miscalculations. It's about the one time that you calculated to perfection, and that is why you're an engineer.
No, that doesn't even make sense. That's too much. That's too logical. It would be more something like, listen.
Am I right to say?
It'd be something more like, no, stop playing this passage on the violin. Okay, cool. Now, imagine that your violin isn't here, and it's replaced by a slab of concrete. And then your bow,
Made by an engineer.
your bow is a ruler, and you are an engineer.
A ruler that uses an engineer.
No, listen. And you are an engineer. Let me do my analogy in the way that they would explain it. I've never heard this one, but this is the style that they would do, okay? Like, and you are holding that slab of concrete with that ruler. And you are an engineer. And you need to make that into a building.
That's right.
So you are going to take that ruler.
That's right.
And put it on that concrete.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
And look at it from all different angles.
Yes.
To know exactly how that building is going to be one day.
Oh, preach.
And then one day that slab of concrete is going to be a building, and you're going to walk by it, and you're going to think, I don't even remember this slab of concrete.
I don't even remember.
I just remember the ruler.
That's right.
And how awesome and perfect the ruler was.
It was ruled all along. That's right.
Now,
was the ruler in metric or imperial?
And they're going to be like, now, play that on the violin. And you're like, what? You're like, what? Like, yes. And then you start playing, and then they're like, no, you're messing it up. I said play that on the violin. I thought you understood the analogy, bro. Like, how come you didn't understand the analogy? I said it before, and I'll say it again. Anna needs to make a book. Oh my gosh. Also, all violinists are Jedis. Gotcha, says Dusty.
And engineers, Dusty.
I must agree, he might be a Jedi training his Padawans to switch light. Nice, Anna. You will need to find a snow planet and find a gemstone to create a lightsaber, says Sonic Master. That's not even a teacher you need to teach this, Miss Bell. And most times those miscalculations result in genius, says Dustin. That's not how buildings are made, bro, says Gladiator. You can't make a building with one slab of concrete. The analogy is majorly flawed.
Listen.
Exactly, Gladiator. That's how I learned violin.
I studied 4 years. I studied 4 years of architecture. Let me tell you something. That's exactly how buildings are made.
Meanwhile, Kevin's been rewinding like crazy, breaking the sponsor's rules. No, Nita said that he could rewind.
No, Nita says just to rewind it.
Nita said that he could rewind. Huh, that's actually pretty smart. I need a slab of concrete and a ruler stat. No, Switchlight, no. But make sure that you play that perfectly on the violin. And good luck. So I gotta learn piano to become a Jedi. Got it. You know what? You know what analogy they really like to use? This happened with my piano teacher and my violin teachers. I had multiple teachers, and I had I had like 3 lessons of voice, but that didn't really count. I couldn't deal with the teacher. And I put up with a lot of teachers. I couldn't deal with the teacher. Oh, I didn't see it. Never mind. Oh, it's all good, Dusty.
It's okay.
So I learned piano and violin, mostly violin this way. I'm heading out. Good night, y'all. All right, Miss Bella Bell, have an amazing night. Take care. Thank you so much for stopping by. And don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Hope you guys are doing awesome and having a fantastic night.
I think this is where you got stuck.
The one analogy that they really like to use was to tell you about your superpowers and how you needed to unlock your superpowers. And they're like
so they were quoting Star Wars then.
Yes.
I shouldn't have been quoting Star Wars the whole time.
Possibly. I don't know. These people didn't make any sense. They really didn't. And I had multiple teachers. I probably had about 15 to 20 teachers because I was considered a difficult student that did not want to learn and stubborn and insubordinate is what I was called all the time. So the teachers did not want to teach me. They would give up on me. They said I asked too many questions and I was not absorbing the knowledge that they were expelling, is what they would say.
Yes.
And I was like, they said that they wanted a... Listen, this is how they talk to my mom. They're like, we wanted a sponge, and your daughter is not a sponge. She is rejecting everything. She has this coat of damp, like, metal paint over her, and she is just an umbrella when we needed a sponge.
I agree.
And so then they're like, so therefore, we can't teach her because, you know, she's stubborn and insubordinate. And, you know, so I was like, oh, dang, okay, cool. I was supposed to be a sponge for whatever weird bread making analogy you were supposed to do. And it's my fault that you don't know how to explain anything, man.
Yep.
It was ridiculous.
Checks out.
It was ridiculous. It was about to say that makes no sense. It made no sense, Rob, but those were the music analogies that were given to me. Now, even if you know how to play a musical instrument, it's almost impossible to figure out what the fudge they are saying. Even if you, like, try to decipher the little things. Because I started thinking things like, they said concrete, which means that I'm putting my fingers down too heavy on the strings, which is creating a slight buzzing noise, which is making me go slightly off pitch. Like, I started over-analyzing every single thing, being extremely critical of every single thing because I was trying to figure out what the fudge they were saying. Right? That's like me, it was impossible to decipher. It really was. So all I needed was basically for them to play whatever it is they were trying to tell me to correct, and then I could recognize what I was doing that was different and then do that. Because many times they couldn't even tell me what I was doing different from what they were playing.
Am I playing the easier version? What's the difference between there's a Sega and there's a Super Nintendo version of this, right?
I don't know.
What's because I don't remember the jumps being this easy.
I was working in construction and drywall for 11 years. You need a lot more than a slab of concrete and a ruler. That's just the barest of things you need. Oh, I know, Gladiator. I've worked with drywall. I know. But like these analogies made no sense. And the funny thing is that they always gave analogies about things I had no idea. And I just can't wait to be a violinist as Dusty.
I just can't wait.
Can you imagine if I gave like gaming advice the same way that you did music analogies? Can you just imagine? It would be absolutely it would make no sense.
If you want to be a pro gamer, you have to not just Daigo parry. You have to Daigo block, but not just block. You need a perfect block. You need a perfect block, but you also need to dodge out of the way because you can't get hit. Because what if you block and you do get hit, and then you get a sliver of health that comes out of your health bar? No. What you need is witch time. You need to Bayonetta that ish, but not like new Bayonetta. I'm talking like the very first Bayonetta that was like a little bit harder than the second Bayonetta, because the second Bayonetta added like a lot of stuff. Anyways, point is, I want you to be just like freaking Dante, okay?
They should stick with playing rather than teaching. They were excellent musicians. Like they could play really well, but unfortunately, they could not teach. To be a pro Smash player, you just need to scratch the dough and drive a Ferrari, says Dusty. Exactly. Or it'd be something like, there was this one time when it was, let's see if I can remember it right. It's a hot summer day.
Yes.
And you really want ice cream.
I do.
But then you realize a blizzard is coming.
Oh no, not a blizzard.
So it's a blizzard in the summer.
Oh, that.
But you still want ice cream.
You do. Sometimes it's cold. I do want ice cream. That's true. Yeah.
But now it's really cold outside and it's snowing and you're at the beach.
Oh.
Do you get that ice cream?
Yeah.
So you buy that ice cream.
Yeah. Okay.
What flavor do you get?
Probably cookies and cream.
So you get cookies and cream.
Uh huh.
You look at your cone right as you're about to eat it.
Yeah.
And you realize that the blizzard came by and melted your ice cream. It's now floating off in the ocean.
But why would it melt? Because the blizzard is cold. Why would it melt?
It's not floating off in the ocean.
No, it's not.
Are you going to dive into the ocean?
I mean, I don't.
You tried to dive in. It's frozen over.
But then so it's frozen. It froze the ocean, but it melted my.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now go play Smash and win. It would make no. They don't have Smash here. This is mine.
Oh shoot, we don't have Smash.
And that's how they would teach you. They're like, what? If you want to be a pro gamer, you got to grind every chance you get and 100% every single game you have, so Switch Lite. I'm low-key shocked your teachers are that bad. People always say the education system in Oklahoma sucks, but I had better teachers than that. I mean, I played the viola in the 8th grade and had none of that BS. That is awesome, Gladiator. I had a lot of teachers who were over in Ecuador, and unfortunately, you did not need to have teaching qualifications in order to teach, I think. You just had to be a good player. And so all of them were, like, really good at playing. Like, they had a really good technical level, but they couldn't explain anything. LMAO, Kevin's the Sonic Master. Excellent lesson, Anna. You're welcome, Dustine. I hope to see you in the top Smash player rank soon. You know what? Those type of lessons actually made me appreciate a lot when people are able to tell me advice on how to improve in a very clear and concise manner. Because I can't try to decipher things anymore. I've had years of that. And so I just like if someone can if I'm trying to learn something and they just explain things in a clear and concise manner, then I'm like, okay, cool. I might not be able to do it, but I know what to practice. And then I get like really, really happy about that. Like, I don't need analogies all the time. I know how to do analogies, and they didn't even do analogies right. That's the thing. Analogies are great if you do them right. I'm good at doing analogies. I do analogies. You do an analogy about something that you know or that they know or that's common so that you can relate to it. The whole purpose of an analogy is so that you can relate to it. Right? How the fudge are you going to do an analogy when neither of you guys can relate to what you were saying? PGRU, here we come. That's the spirit, Dustine.
That's right.
I understood your analogy, and I wish I had Smash 2 to Switch Lite.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, you can't imagine how frustrated I felt for a few years because I felt like I could not learn a musical instrument because it was an issue with me. I remember thinking, I can't actually learn a musical instrument. So what I did was I just started practicing music on my own and then practicing the way I thought it was. I bought all these technical like books or whatever from the like music stores, and I rented a bunch from the library and everything, and I started reading these instruction manuals about how to become a virtuoso violinist, basically, because there's some good books on that. And I just started reading from a book, this is how you do this, this is how you do this, this is how you do this, and I learned a whole bunch of violin techniques from a book because my teachers couldn't explain it to me. I didn't even have YouTube for most of those years. My mom had this one book, and it was for virtuoso violinists or whatever. Then she had all these exercises and stuff. And I learned so much more from reading the instructions that were in those music books. It was so ridiculous. About Times is not here. It was so silly. It was so silly. I remember feeling so incredibly frustrated about that. Nice. GG, Kevin, says Rob.
One. Come at me.
Hey, you wanna know something funny? I played in a couple competitions. I actually placed really well. And then all these teachers came out of the woodworks and they're like, it's because of me, bro. That's because of me. She's my student. And then the one teacher was like, well, she's your student? Bro, she's my student.
Yeah.
And neither of them were my teacher at the time. They hadn't been my teacher for a while. And they're like, bro, that's my student. What do you mean she's your student? She's 2-timing us? She's 5-timing us? Bro, they were like, we can't teach her. She's insubordinate and stubborn. But you win a competition and then all of them want to claim you as their student? I was like, man, you guys, I can't do this with you guys.
Ow. Wow.
It was so ridiculous. So then this one person came up to me and said, oh my gosh, I really like the way you played this or whatever. And they said, this is your teacher, right? This guy over here says he's your teacher. I'm gonna go take lessons. And I said, listen, if you want to learn anything related to violin, do not take lessons with this man, because it's going to be very hard and difficult to learn. You are better off learning with a library book. This guy got so mad at me. He came back over and he's like, how dare you? You ungrateful little piece of ish, and everything. He started like cursing me out like really bad. And most of it was in Russian. And then I was like, I'm sorry, but it was very hard to understand your classes, and I am not going to give a stellar recommendation if I did not even know what the fudge you were talking about most of the time. And he was like, wow, if it hadn't been for like my analogies, you never would have made it anywhere. And I was like, bro, it was like impossible, and you quit with me after a month.
Checkpoint.
That violin teacher didn't even teach me for more than a month. You can't learn hardly anything about violin in a month. I was like, dang.
Dang, dude.
And there's one person was like, you know what the person that asked me said? The person that asked me said, wow, you know what? You did not remember the roots
from
what's...
one-shot kill.
This one person that came and asked me who my teacher was, and I said that, like, you're better off learning with a library book, right? The teacher got mad at me, cursed me out. Then the person comes back to me and says, wow, you forgot your roots and what really mattered, so I'm gonna go take lessons with this guy, and I'm never gonna talk to you again. I'm like, well, I just met you, but okay, fine, whatever. I'm telling you, it's a bad idea, but okay. And I was like, that's cap in Russian. Exactly, J2 Blue, exactly.
Nah.
No, don't get spiders, to Sailor Rama. Oh my gosh. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
Your life.
Today's flavor is chocolate milkshake. Shout out to Nita for sponsoring today's live stream. We love and appreciate you very much.
Shout out to Nita. Thank you, Nita. Thank you, Brandon. Shout out to you guys. Oh, do I have to kill him? I thought I killed him, right?
Music lessons, man. Music lessons.
Ow!
I really like music, though. I really do. It was just difficult. It was difficult.
Everything is difficult, guys.
Das Kriska? Oh my gosh, Dasim.
That's life, guys.
It was difficult.
It's difficult.
I remember going out of music classes and feeling incredibly frustrated.
Screw you!
Because I could not figure out why I did not understand how to play violin.
Ow.
Did Anna just run back her whole musical experience in school? not my whole musical experience, but like the analogies stuff, Juice Man. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. All my teachers, you want to know something? I never had one single teacher who did not give up on me in violin. Every single one of them quit. I went through so many teachers because they all said I was stubborn, insubordinate, and not able to learn. They said I was impossible to teach. Every single one of my teachers that tried to teach me violin quit. Every single one of them. Some of them lasted for like 3 months. Some of them lasted for 4 months.
How was I supposed to?
I didn't even quit on the violin teachers. They quit. And then I just got tired of that. I tried to find other teachers. They played well and everything. And I got tired of it. I just ended up learning things on my own. And when I went to university, I didn't even take violin lessons. I was a violin major. I didn't even take violin lessons because the teacher that taught there had already given me lessons before. And they said that if I got into that thing, they were not going to teach me anything because I was insubordinate. And so then what I had to do was they said that I had to do competitions against the other students, and then if I passed the competitions and played better than them with an independent jury who judged it, I'd be able to pass the music lessons. So that's how I passed all my music classes, because the teacher in that university had a grudge against me and refused to teach me violin. So I ended up just learning from books, and then at that point I was using YouTube, so then I was just looking at YouTube videos and stuff about how to like learn things, and then I had to do competitions against the students that he was teaching, and I had to win the competition in order for me to get past the class. It was the stupidest BS ever. And I had to take, what was it, like 12 classes of it? So I had to do it like all the times because I was a violinist major, right? And the teacher at the university didn't teach me anything because he said I was insubordinate and stubborn. What did they feel was wrong with you? Juice Man, they gave analogies that nobody could understand, and they didn't know how to explain everything. They didn't know how to explain anything. I was learning fine from books, and from learning from a book, it's supposed to be a lot harder to learn music, right? The book was so much easier to learn from. So I learned most of my violin techniques and stuff from reading books. Not even that many videos. A few videos in the later semesters, but not even that many videos. And it's because they said that when I asked too many questions, they said I was insubordinate and stubborn and I wasn't willing to learn. And it wasn't that I wasn't willing to learn. It's that their analogies were so off. You could not figure out what the fudge they were doing. Like they would say something like, example.
Oh my god.
Example. Here, Juice Man, I'm gonna give you a violin lesson right now. Ready? Ready?
How do I hit
You
this
have
thing?
a pack, Juice Man, you have a pack of golden Oreos. And you look at these golden Oreos and they're glistening in the sunlight, but then it starts to rain. And then you think, man, it's no longer glistening in the sunlight. So what do? You grab some chocolate milk and you pour it on top of the golden Oreos. And now you look at that and you think, what is this puddle of existence? Okay, now play that on the violin. You got that? Now play that on the violin.
Juice Man, we expect a full recital online on Twitter. All right.
Now play that
video file.
And if you ask, I'm sorry, what did you mean?
Oh wait, this is a game. It's not
what were you trying to say? Then they say, wow, stubborn, insubordinate, not willing to learn. That's what they do. And then they start cursing you out. That's how my teachers were. I didn't have a single violin teacher that didn't give up on me. All of the teachers, they didn't want to teach me anymore.
Hey,
so
look at this 3D effect. Guys, look at this.
And then I went and I did some competitions in the States. I don't know what you're talking about, but Golden Oreos is banging. Okay, Juice Man, I expect to see your full recital in a week's time. Asking questions shows that you are willing to learn. Yeah, that was seen as a negative. So they didn't like it when you asked questions. So it was very hard. It was very hard to understand what they were saying. I'm waiting to play it as we speak. Nice switch light. Nice. Oh my gosh. No, that's another hyena. So it's not here. I went to the States and I played some competitions in the States and I did pretty well.
How?
And the teacher was like, you did really well, but your like technique of like this or that is like slightly off. So just try to correct that. And it was like useful. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll correct that. Whatever. Thank you so much. But like, it was like,
stop.
It was like, why, man? You had to like, I had to learn from books. And they can only tell you so many things in books. Like, why? Or I learned from watching other people play and then figuring out what it was that I was doing differently and how to improve that. Chris carried again. Let's go. GG's, Chris.
GG's. This game is impossible.
This level can be a pain, says Kazumi. Nita is buffering. I'm sorry, Nita. I see Kevin is being a pro gamer. Indeed he is. Rufus, indeed he is.
This game is impossible, dude.
GG's on Chris for carrying. Let's go.
Also, Scar just did Scar stuff.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Hope you guys are doing awesome and having a fantastic night.
I've never been in this part of the game. Oh my god.
Kevin had music lessons in the States. I don't think he had music lessons quite like that.
No, except for the vocal teacher that I had.
Yeah, but that was in Ecuador, and he didn't understand anything. I think I told you guys this one story one time. There was another student who was also taking classes with this vocal teacher. The vocal teacher was trying to get students, so he was like, I'll give everybody like a certain amount of classes free or whatever. So there's this one guy, and he was like, how do I explain it?
The guy was
I don't know how to explain it.
He just started doing
He had just started CrossFit.
And doing bodybuilding. He's a chunky guy, right? He's big, chunky.
He was a nice guy. He
wasn't fat or obese, but he was chunky, you know? I think he was trying to get a little bit more built, get some muscle, and like, you know, start working out on his body. So he started going to the gym or whatnot, but man made a tendency to like go to the gym right before classes or whatever and like not eat right. Anyways, he went, I saw Anna because Anna's supposed to be having a class with the vocal teacher right after this guy, right? And I was dropping off Anna. But then we see the end of, well, Anna says that she, you know, I left Anna, and then I left. Anna's like, I caught the end of that class where the guy came in to the class right after workout, right? It's a one-on-one session. And the vocal teacher was telling him to open, right? Open. And in vocal,
and pull is what he said over and over.
In vocal, if you don't explain to people what it means vocally to open up, it means opening up your diaphragm, you know? But it's very hard to explain. You guys know what a diaphragm is, right? It's very hard to explain how to control your diaphragm because it essentially is like they're muscles that you don't ever use.
Everybody wrote GG's, by the way. Thank you guys so much for the GG's.
Except I died. You don't ever use these muscles IRL. I mean, you use it to breathe, but you don't think about it, right? You don't work these muscles out. Some muscles you got to work out vocally, right? So anyways, the teacher was trying to tell the guy who just came in from the gym, right? He's finishing up his lesson. He was telling him, all right, listen, you need to open up. And the guy was singing, right? He sang a note. The teacher's like, nah, not like that. Stop. You suck.
Pull.
Open up. Pull. Open. Pull. The guy was like, he was trying. He was like, oh, you know, doing his thing. And then he kept opening up. And I heard him, right? I mean, I was around. You know when somebody's like when somebody says open and the student does like a whatever, the sound starts to get muffled, right? And it starts being drowned out. It starts sounding weird, and he sounded weirder and weirder and weirder. And before you know it, he was opening up. He's opening up so much. The guy kept telling him, open, open. That dude just threw up, bro. That man opened up so much. He threw up, bro. And it doesn't make sense because you're not supposed to open that, dude. You open up the wrong thing, dude. The opening part is an analogy in it of itself. You're not physically opening up anything.
Well,
you know?
To be fair, the music teacher did say to physically open. He really did.
You're not supposed to physically open. It's a feeling, you know. It's something internal. It's a feeling because you can't tell your body to work to open that.
Basically, seeing what that mouth do. Open up, sis juice, man. No, poor dude.
Let me see what that mouth do. Oh, juice, man. The dude opened up so much that he just threw up, right? And Anna caught the
I wanted to go check on him. See if he was okay.
Like, are you okay, whatever? I don't know, man. But like, the dude straight up threw up, and I haven't seen the dude. I don't know, but like, I can imagine that he was mighty embarrassed. But that's not why you.
No, he wasn't. He was furious at that teacher.
What, really?
He was furious at that teacher, and he went and put a complaint that teacher did not know what the fudge he was talking about, and that he needed to get fired.
Well, I mean, that's not the worst thing that he said.
He was furious at that teacher, and he told me
he didn't know how to teach.
He told me because I was friends with this guy. He told me. He's like, listen, I want you to tell as many people about this thing all the time so that they know that this teacher is a dumbass.
He was a dumbass, yeah.
And I want them to know, because this is not supposed to happen. He said I had like vocal pain or whatever, and he's like, admittedly, I probably should have like had more than like a protein shake or something after like this workout or whatever of CrossFit that I did. He's like, but this is like ridiculous. This guy does not know how to teach. This guy needs to be fired. This is not university level acceptance. He was furious. He was furious.
It's hard to teach vocal because vocals are hard to teach. It's more you have to do. I understand the analogies in a sense where you have to figure something that triggers something in the other person's head so that they actually start feeling whatever they're supposed to be feeling. Because vocal, when you
Ferraris going down a mountain,
I wouldn't go that
fast.
But when you do singing vocal lessons, right? They're micro muscles, right? It's not something you could just do, right? They're micro muscles, and it's a control of those micro muscles plus control of your breath and diaphragm, right? I think something like your diaphragm is like your biggest muscle in your body or something like that. I don't know. But your diaphragm is super important. We use it just to breathe, but we never think about it. But figuring out how to use your diaphragm for like vocal support is one thing. And then, your actual throat and the mechanics that make sound is another. So it's very, very hard to explain how that ish works or how it's supposed to feel. But like if somebody threw up on you, man,
the teacher was mad
kind of on you a little bit.
The teacher was mad that he threw up in the class.
And the teacher's kind of a dumbass.
And he was furious that the teacher was so stupid that he would say things like that. Like he was so mad at that teacher.
This is how you know it was a bad teacher, right? Because
the
moment you see, you can obviously imagine that this guy, as he was opening quote unquote, he was struggling, right? You can see, you could probably notice that the dude's struggling. To get to a point where you throw up, you can probably.
You know what the teacher said afterwards? Go clean up and we'll try that again.
Oh my god.
And the guy was like, hell no. I'm gonna tell everybody.
The moment you see a vocalist straining or struggling, you got to stop that immediately because you're already doing it wrong.
He told everything to like me, and he told it to like 15 other people, and he was like, tell everybody, I tell you, this is ridiculous. And I was like, dang, okay.
So yeah, the moment you see your student or the student, freaking
but he was right. He was right. All his points that he said were right. That was a bad teacher.
Struggling,
he was right.
Getting intense. That you gotta stop that. That's not how you do it. You gotta do building. You gotta do slowly, little by little.
Brandon carried shockwaves.
Muscles. Not you don't just make the person uncomfortable and then magically the note's gonna come out or whatever. That's not how it works at all. But that's how you know this dude didn't know how to teach right, because to get to the point where the guy just threw up on you.
This is a great title screen story. What have we been talking about this whole stream?
Groceries.
This is like a really random stream. Shout outs to Nina and Brandon for sponsoring today's live stream. We love and appreciate you guys very much.
That concludes our stream.
You guys are freaking awesome.
That concludes our stream. Maybe we'll have time to do some strikers.
Like the stream. We finished the game. Better than balloons.
Well, we finished Jungle Book. We didn't finish Lion King.
Who even knows? We finished the Jungle Book, the game that was the
we got halfway
sponsor.
Through Lion King.
R.I.P. that milk. We're gonna have to go and maybe see if we can recuperate anything from the pharmacy the other day. They probably maybe just threw everything away. I don't know. They know us. They know like we're close by and everything.
Maybe they might not know it's from us. Like that it was ours.
I don't know.
Hold it.
We can see. If not, then it's good. It's fine.
At least they might keep the batteries. We'll go tomorrow.
We can do strikers on stream, says Nita.
Nah, I gotta.
We gotta have to make dinner and stuff.
I don't even know if I'm gonna play strikers.
But you gotta open up your vocal cords though, right? Says Juice Man.
Oh my god.
Extenders, says Nita. Eyes. We are Nita when it comes out. When it comes out, we're gonna play it on stream. The demo, we're not gonna play on stream. They might have saved it somehow for you, says Rufus.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe. I'll teach you a little bit, Juice Man, later down the line. But I had to start doing some singing lessons.
So what you have to do is get a Ferrari.
What you got to do is get a Ferrari.
And drive down a mountain really, really fast with no safety. And then you get halfway down the mountain and you realize you don't have a license.
Oh, man. I want to, man.
Now go out there and sing your best.
I haven't done anything vocally in years, but I do want to go back to it. It's a passion. It's like my passion that I can never let go.
Oh, Mio, I know I got to buy the game later on, says Nita.
So, one day when I get more space, I'll
with no
go back
safety?
into it.
Bruh, Nita, we went over this analogy. This is a throwback to the middle of the stream. You should rewatch the stream.
Oh, I didn't get to the part where Simba's grown up.
That analogy was so stupid. It's so stupid.
Look at Simba just smacking the
Guys,
hyena.
if you're gonna
dude.
use an analogy about something that you actually know what you're talking about,
This game
please.
looks beautiful.
Please,
Anyways,
do not be that music teacher.
Thank you guys for coming
Use
to the
an
Mr. Mr.
analogy
Gaming channel.
about something that you know what you're talking about.
Stay tuned for future content of Mr. Mister. We haven't released anything, but
I gotta rewatch the craziness as Rufus. Fortnite was distracting, bro. It's all good, Nita. It's all good.
it's all good, Nita. It's okay.
It's all good. This has basically just been a
Shout
bunch
out
of
to my
randomness.
boy Chris Gamer. Where you on? My boy Chris Gamer. Discount Tarzan. Viper for the big dono. Appreciate it, Viper. Rip Milk, Rubber Ducky, and for the peanut butter powder. Thank you so freaking much.
Arl Nook, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Arl Nook, how
we
you doing?
are
We're
going.
ending
we
right now,
are
homie.
ending right now. It has been 3 hours. We did beat the Jungle Book game.
We did.
We completely beat the game. So GG's to Kevin. We beat the game. We are gonna have to be ending soon, but I will play your intro for you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Arlna. Good, you can close out with my intro.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. I was an outro then.
Yep,
that's
that's
the
an
official
outro.
Miss and Mr. Outro.
Let's
Let's go.
Have an
Yo,
amazing
GGs.
night, everybody. Shout outs to Nita and Brandon for sponsoring today's live stream. We love and appreciate you guys very
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Hope you guys have an amazing night and a wonderful day
Thank you
tomorrow.
guys so much
and
for
we
all your
will
support.
see you guys next time. Good
Appreciate
night,
it.
Aldry, Nita, Arl Nook, Rufus, Sonic Master, Rob Gamer, Switch, Light, Chris Gamer, Nita, Juice Man, Brandon,
Go play Fortnite, peeps. Go, go, go. I know you playing Fortnite already. Go.
Kazumi, Lady, and everyone else that stopped by tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna
Dusty
be
and
on
Annika,
Fortnite.
Gladiator. Hope you guys, Nahir, Sailorama. Hope you guys have an amazing night, sleep well, and a wonderful day
Strikers
tomorrow.
and
We will see you
Fortnite.
guys on the Discord. Okay,
Yep.
bye.
Everybody meet at #Fortnite. Bye, guys.